So we ready to start, I guess.
Y'all can
That's
just
that's
teleport
The only
that's
home,
issue
okay?
is
that's
that
that's dedication. Motherfuckers are like, man, I play D&D while I'm driving.
Nah, Doc XP, they not
while
here.
I'm driving. People hear people like, how the fuck you do that?
they're only over here playing while working, son. Everybody fucking trying to get some gaming and that's where they can.
It was easy working.
You're
playing
welcome,
D&D
Lewis.
the other
We're
day. It was
addicted.
mad
We all
easy.
got the fucking IV sticking out of our goddamn arms.
Mm.
Now put that
No, for
fucking
real, like,
fentanyl or Nova or whatever they got.
I got everybody in huge test tubes. Like, yes.
because now
Like morphine.
building up our characters and shit, man. Like it's getting fucking exciting, bro.
Did you send me my level sheet? No.
You sent it
Of course you
last.
didn't.
You sent it. Hold on. You
You
sent
never
it
sent
last.
my shit over. Damn.
Yes,
You
he
said
did.
It's
you
okay.
said Icarus.
We're not touching these stuff.
I never
We're not
sent this shit.
touching these level characters
Damn.
until
Can I
in like
explain?
February anyway.
You did send the sheet last night, and then the other session happened, and then I came home today, and once the kids were gone, I didn't even think about it. I was like, damn, I got another session tonight. Let me go take a nap. So I slept for like 3 fucking hours,
Oh
and
man.
and then I woke Carrie up, and we watched 2 episodes of Pluto. And
There
then
it
I got
is.
my shit together, and then I looked at the shit. I was like, "Oh fuck! I forgot to update
Was
Quentin
the
Beer's
opportunity.
character
That
sheet."
was the opportunity.
The opportunity
Pluto
was
got in
the
the way.
opportunity was when
Motherfucker.
I came home at like, cause I left work early today. On top of that, I came home at like 12. That whole day, I'm
Wow,
like,
I got
oh
mad
my
time.
fucking down. Right, I got mad time, and I was like, it wasn't until like at 9:15, I'm like, oh shit, Quindemir's shit's
Mm.
about to. I have the sheet done. I just didn't add the 2 spells to it yet, but
I didn't
you
even
know,
send you my shit, so
Yeah,
that's
I got
wild.
mad easy. I'm mad easy 6 months.
Icarus, I think I got your
I
shit done. I
never
just
sent
didn't.
it.
I
I never sent it.
What do you mean you never sent it? I thought you sent your. You
No.
didn't send your skills and none of that shit. Your
No.
spells.
I forgot.
Damn.
Damn.
One of
It's
these is fast.
Damn. I
It's
guess you.
been the
I
holidays, my
you don't
guy.
get to level.
damn. I guess you level 5 for this part.
Yeah,
Nah,
man. You level 5, bro.
That's it.
let me
Alright.
Play
stop.
with me. My shit didn't
We
change.
got.
I got a
got six.
cantrip. That's all I got.
Mm.
You sure about
It's
that?
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Icarus only
Yeah, he
gained
got
like
a
3 HP anyway.
That's all I got was a
Got a
cantrip. this level.
cantrip. Got 5 HP, and well, your base attack went up, and your skill
I
points.
can change that
I really just need your skill points. I think that's what
Yeah.
it was.
I was gonna put 2, 1,
have-
and
Well, you got more
He's-
casting
and he-
per
and he-
day.
yeah.
probably.
1 in diplomacy, 1 in bluff.
That's true.
I was gonna
He
put,
does have a couple of. He's got more
I was
slots.
gonna put 1 in diplomacy, 1 in bluff, 2 in barrister,
It may not be
1
obvious.
in
but you
barrister,
definitely got
and then
something
1 in
on the
arcana,
top.
Okay, you said 1 in diplomacy,
1 in bluff,
1 in bluff,
1
Okay.
in arcana,
1 in arcana.
and 1 in barrister profession. That's a background though, right?
That's 4 points. You got 5.
And then the last one in spellcraft.
Man. He's still.
Spellcraft.
I don't know.
Well, what's the 2 background skills?
Smoke him if you got him.
Barrister was a background skill.
Niggas so
So
good.
2 in barrister,
Yeah.
and then
Take a shot.
Last, I guess the last
Go ahead and take a
active
shot,
skill
my good
would
man.
be, use magic.
Right,
Take a
missile.
shot.
I'll use magic.
Yeah.
Missile.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So the only thing left is your 2.
Cheers.
I cannot believe I only get a case.
I'm running out.
Still do.
I'm almost out.
Don't worry. There's another bottle to be had.
This is what you people drive me
I'm
to.
going to take the oath of anonymity.
I save it for Tuesday nights.
Oh, no, not
The
many
hard,
people.
the hard drinking on Tuesday.
The hard stuff happens on Tuesday.
This guy's fucking piss out the session. Damn.
Uh,
All right.
Stressed
What
out.
it is.
man,
Speaking of which,
yeah.
I like that ninja move y'all pulled yesterday, yo. That was good.
Ninja move.
Where I said I was available, I was down to play, and then it was radio silence, and then I find out y'all are playing at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I didn't hear nothing about it. That's cool. You know, you could
To
have
be
just said
fair,
no,
to-
Dave. We don't fucking
No,
want
yo,
you
yo,
here,
yo,
all
To
right?
be
Hold on,
fair,
Dave.
I
Hold on,
did
Dave.
ask
Hold on, Dave. Hold on, Dave. Hold
to
on, Dave.
be.
He asked both groups.
I know what it looked like, and I blame the DM.
No,
But,
Get the
But,
get the fuck out of here.
but in his defense, Cap was not available.
Yeah, I figured.
Cap was not available.
I
at
said
all.
I posted. I said it's gonna depend on who's the most available in each group. So
And I know that's what he was done. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, all right,
We came down to Pichardo.
which
Came
which
out of
group?
Pichardo.
I just think
Basically,
you should have said
yeah.
so.
Basically, which
Chardo.
I should have said something. I didn't think about that. I
Chardo
said
was there.
whichever group was
Tony
gonna
was
miss
there.
the least. So
Yeah.
so it ended up being the
You know,
Age of Worms group. Everybody was.
I would have
present.
had
Yeah.
I would have had a wild Rakim appear in your session yesterday. You know?
Oh man, entered a new timeline.
Right.
Guys looking
mean,
at
We'll
shit.
do a one-off.
I would have
Well,
worked
one
out.
of
There was
our
plenty of
clothes.
enemies for you to fucking fight, so that would have
Oh
worked out.
yeah. Oh yeah. Could
You
have
know,
broken as many
you're
necks
going
as
against
you
a
want.
fucking army of fucking lizard folk.
You guys see like you guys see like a spiritual essence of a hobgoblin monk just phasing in and out of the out fighting, and the lizard folk are just randomly getting hit. Like, what the fuck is going?
And then, and then today I could have just told you all about this crazy dream I had. You know,
It's
Right.
Cause and then you turn the fucking you turn to Adler like, you know what's going on. Adler's like, the realms, they're shifting between each other. Yes, yes. This is what I dreamed of. Oh shit.
We got an excuse now to ever have it pop up. We got now we got an excuse.
Yeah. Ado trying to find a way to go back with Rakim.
We're gonna do a multiverse. We're gonna do some crossovers.
For real,
Watch.
so
So
you can't just cameo over here.
crossovers. We're just
You
gonna
can't
hop
just
off.
cameo over here and let it slide. Nah, bro, we gotta come in your world too.
Strange guy open the portal or something.
Get it, Croc. Get it. You might as well get that cooking up, bro. You might as well get that cooking up.
I always have crossover daydreams.
Ado be like, yo, so what's a bunyip? Okay, yo.
What's up, bud? Yeah,
What's a bunyip?
that'll be dope. That's how like he like the little nod to like the players that like you know that we got like little crossovers going. Like, what's a bunyip? Why is that keep popping up in my head?
Ado try to put the bunyip on the wall, son. Taxidermy.
Yeah, let's get it popping.
So
It is a
we
living.
have
We got to talk about.
yeah, we have your, I mean, we have your group back at Sandpoint at their the House of Red Lotus.
Yeah.
They rested, and yeah, I said your characters had like, after you reported what's going on.
We need to talk about what y'all want crafted and how much y'all owe me. And then...
Mayor Devrin, you guys do have one you guys do have one memory from yesterday that from after you made your report that stood out the most, and it was Mayor Devrin had looked directly at Icarus and was like, she goes, between myself, Sheriff Hemlock, and everybody in this room. She had like her staff and everybody leave the room. But she said, between me, Sheriff Hemlock, and everybody in this room, we do not let the public know that mention of Icarus was ever made by Aldern. She said, you guys have worked hard to help our town, and it would do more harm, not just to the town, but also to your reputation if it got let out that these ghouls and ghasts infestation, I'll call it, had some connection to Icarus. Not that it's your fault, Icarus. It really isn't. Aldern, if you weren't even in this town, Aldern could have easily have obsessed himself with somebody else or something else. He was gone. Whatever that house, whatever the curse on that house had done to his mind and spirit, it also destroyed his body. And so I would not want you to feel that what happened was on you. However, there's a lot of people in this town with a lot of different personalities and opinions, and not all of them would agree. So it stays in this room. Does that sound fair to everybody here?
Can I use sense water?
Yeah.
Well, this wouldn't be the way I prefer to make a name for myself here, so I would rather this not get out. It wouldn't benefit any of us commercially or diplomatically.
Nasir can sense that Leia Devon's genuine about what she said, but of course, he also senses there's an underlying motive. She wants to maintain a sense of stability in the town, and just like any politician, if they gotta hide shit to do it, then they're gonna hide shit to do it.
Icarus is trying to be. She understands. She understands.
But she was genuine about what she said, though. She wasn't. He didn't get the sense that she was just saying it just to put on like a face.
I say, look, looks at Rakim. He's like, I hate politics. I hate this shit.
This sort of information is not something people would get from us anyway. I see no reason to make it public.
Icarus looks at Nasir. She goes, careful, Nasir. Politics might be in our favor if I have a say.
Nasir turns around with the skin face mask and sticks his tongue out through the skin face mask and goes, I don't think so. I'm not doing
Skin face mask.
You put the skin.
The Skinsaw mask.
And he says, I don't think so. I don't do politics. And he walks off.
Does that mask traumatize Icarus at all every time? That's the mask of her stalker. Like,
what?
Nasir's rocking that shit like it's fucking Gucci. Like,
what Icarus would suggest is for
he put out a fashion statement in Sandpoint. Everybody start wearing.
Are you wearing it around town?
As a trophy, yes, I am.
Around town?
We do enjoy our trophies.
Yeah.
Wait,
is this too much?
You realize we are attempting to hide what happened. Walking around with his face.
No, we are hiding that your
it's
name.
Not. It's not really his face.
No, yeah, they're hiding your name being involved.
7 pieces of face
with his killing.
We are hiding your name being involved. This is proof that we have destroyed the danger to the town.
It's something I'll have to get used to, clearly.
Whether it is in poor taste or whether it is in good taste.
If it bothers you that much, Nasir rolls a mask up over to the top of his head and rolls it up like a beanie. And he rolls the mask up like a beanie at the top of his head. And he's like, all right.
Whether
I
it
won't.
is in
I
poor
won't.
taste or good taste is of little
This man,
concern to me. However, what is of the most importance
Can I have a skin face
is
beauty?
the division of the riches that we have collected from our last venture. That is first and foremost on my list. Second on my list is to find out from the people that we have rescued, are there any that are still infected?
Hmm.
I would hate for us to leave to Maglimar only to come back to find that a job that we had said was complete has reared its head again.
Good answer.
Incompetence is bad for business.
Did we figure out if Cav was clear or not?
How do you? I don't know. That's a good question. I think we had to figure out when we got back to town. Right?
Right. So we got
I
back to
don't remember.
town. We went to the church, told them about it. They got their priests. They went
Oh
to the
yeah, he did
mansion and did
remove
all that.
disease. Yeah, they did remove. They had one remove disease scroll and they used it on him.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
then that
So he's
leaves me then.
That leaves you. I guess we'll
All
find
right.
out the
So
next day. You took an
what?
anti-plague, right?
Yeah, I took an anti-plague and I gave one to the girl that I saved too.
I can always help you boost your
Okay.
saves too.
Are there any protection from evil potions in town? I swear to, I will buy one. I'll buy one. I just buy one. I don't care how much it costs. I just want one on me.
You only need one.
Right. I just need one. Just need one. I'll buy it from anywhere. I don't care who has it. I need one today. Before I step foot out of this town and
There,
get hit with something
unfortunately,
else.
isn't any.
there'll be one in the next town probably.
Yeah, no, there'll be
There
one in
unfortunately
Madness.
isn't
That's a
any.
bigger town.
We would have to go
So
to.
what you could do is
Come to find out, people. Come to find out. Come to find out the market. Come to find out the market emptied out when ghouls were running around all over the place.
Makes sense.
So
We'll
what
probably
we
find
could
some
do,
in Magnemar, though.
what we could do is we could go to the church and see if any clerics have the spell available, and if they have the spell available, then Waylon and that cleric could make a potion for it.
Oh,
All right, so this next
Yeah,
meeting,
brother.
your characters are bringing up all this stuff at the meeting.
appreciate it.
So Waylon's gonna go get. That'll just take him a couple of hours.
Yeah.
All right.
So Waylon that next day can get you a potion from hiring a cleric for that to work with.
All right.
So then
So
Caldum went to town. He bought himself. He had it commissioned ahead of time, and he went and put money down to get 2 masterwork sickles.
So I'm not making those. I'm not updating those.
Mhm.
Like, I'm assuming everybody's gonna want to talk to me about what they want created.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
We'll have to discuss that in character.
He got the masterwork sickles, and I think he did something else. Oh, then a discussion came up about the equipment and loot that you acquired, and the characters discussed who's gonna wear what and trade what, and you did all that. And then I think when Caldum got his cloak, he had asked Icarus, can the cloak be enchanted with similar to the one that he handed over to Nasir?
I said it's
And
possible,
told him it was possible, and he was
but I
willing to
require a
putting up.
a 10% service fee.
He was willing to put up his share to get it done.
I was here for that 10%.
Mhm.
I gotta see what
I need a 1/2. No, Sierra need a 1/2. I'll take a +1 for
so
now.
550
Yeah.
with the 50 going to Icarus.
I got
For
that.
both of them, I'm getting.
I got that.
Wait, what's going on with 550? What the hell happened?
I'm getting 10%.
I just bought
a
a +1 cloak of
So
resistance.
she's spending a day.
I'm gonna start
on-
building.
She's spending a day
I'm gonna
working
start building
on.
on the cloak.
Actually, 3 days. It'd be 3 days for her to work on both cloaks.
Gonna put
Get that
gold on
magic enchanted in them.
You said how much would it be for question?
else
How
is
much
gonna-
would it be for the +2?
2,000.
Yeah.
2,200.
Could I sell how much is a mask? How much is a skin face?
I'll do that.
The Skinsaw mask?
Yeah.
Plus that was 1,500, so it would sell for 750.
That put me at 9 plus 750. Yeah, I don't. don't. I kind of want this resistance. I kind of want this resistance. I'm not gonna lie. You said how much was it for the +2? 12.
2,200.
2,200. Yeah. Yeah, 12. I got nothing else really.
Oh, let me add that to my bill.
That's about it.
Weren't we gonna use the mask to impersonate the guy?
No, we have a.
We have a half. We have a half of that. We have a whole half of that. I had a
We had a whole
disguise
half
for
of
that.
Okay, cool.
The mask is like you could impersonate somebody and get all mad and do some other stuff with it, but
I made 720 gold out of those.
Oh, that's all
Hey
right.
man, and if you're getting rid of the mask, there's no takesy backsies of the cloak. I'm sorry.
You said Rakeem took
no,
it,
I don't.
right?
I don't want it. I would. It's for me to
Rakeem,
get.
what? Hold on.
I'm not worried about that, bro. I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to get another cloak of resistance.
I already got it. I
for
already got a
myself.
cloak of resistance.
Yeah, Rakib's got one. I need one. It's for Nasir. I'm trying to get a +2 cloak of resistance. I'm gonna use the mask to get a +2 cloak of resistance. That's what I'm doing. Because I don't really need to be that much more stealth. I'm pretty pretty sneaky as is. I don't need no more stealth really.
All right. So what's going on?
Nothing. I'm gonna take that +1 cloak of resistance for now, and for 500, and we're gonna move on. I'll move on from that, or 550. Sorry.
Okay. All right, so that's 550. So I get 50. And then what else was I making? So I have the Cloak of Resistance.
550. You get 50.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
All right, appreciate it.
And was I making anything else?
Yeah, Caldum had you wanted you to make his a resistance cloak.
Okay.
And that was it. And that would be I think 3 days. You could pass this craft checks on a 10. On a take 10. But it would take 3 days.
I know Waylon wanted more preserving flasks. I didn't know if he was serious about that.
Did Quinn need stuff too?
He didn't specify. But I won't charge Waylon because he's creating sanctuary potions for me.
Oh, we playing favorites now. I see.
Well, no, it's either the service.
We are.
It's either the service fee or an exchange of services.
We must remember that. We'll remember that.
It's either exchange of services or the service fee.
How about I stop protecting you? Everything of that. How about that?
Y'all can handle 10%. Relax. Y'all can handle it. It's 50 gold.
Icarus's flights. Really? Okay. Damn.
He's gonna be like 10% service fee.
You remember that? You remember that time you almost got coup de grace? Maybe next time I'll just be like, oh, 50 gold.
Definitely gonna be like gold.
Oh, shit.
Definitely gonna be like
10% is reasonable.
See what happens.
10% fee.
See what
It's
you invited.
reasonable.
See what you invited.
Oh, next time we're gonna dive into a sea of 50 bulls. You
Neutral good.
Who?
I am.
who?
Oh, Lou
Oh.
is neutral.
Us?
Icarus?
Us?
Icarus is
Oh.
neutral good.
Oh my god.
I think we're
And you
chaotic
guys are like
neutral,
that?
right?
That's so
She
weird.
would say, like, if you guys were upset,
Lawful
about that, she would say
neutral, I
that he
believe
gets
we
the
are.
Lawful
10%.
neutral?
Peter Parker
This is
would
only
not
fair.
charge nobody to be. Wow, this is crazy stuff.
I thought the
Okay.
for some reason I thought the goblin made
Do what
us.
you gotta do.
No, a lawful neutral would probably agree. But okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Yes,
lawful
to be
neutral.
it is fair. It is fair. We absolutely agree.
So Icarus, I would just say to you at this time, I'm like, I don't
Would be like, how would I start protecting me? I like that. Man. That shit's hilarious.
I don't require anything at this time. However, in the future, somewhere down the line, I may ask something of you. While training with the Red Lotus, we did notice that the monks out there had these robes.
Mm.
We were never privy to them as we were kept a secret. But it's just something we always wanted. I know in the future it would be nice to finally have that as well.
Okay. Out of character, what is it?
It's just the monk's robes.
The monk's robes.
Yeah.
Yeah, robes enchanted to enhance.
They are
the
pricey.
quality.
Yeah.
So I can make this. So
martial arts
6,500.
skills. They are
So
their key and their
6,500,
key.
I can make that. Ooh,
But-
I don't have
Yeah.
They're
skills,
robes
though.
that
Because-
help them channel their key.
But listen,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of my archetype,
It jumps us 9.
Lou
up.
said it stacks. My
Yeah.
my non-lethal is 4 levels higher right now, and that would bump it 9 levels higher, which means I would be doing max at 11.
I'd have to find someone that
Which
gives
would
these
be-
spells because I won't own these.
Oh.
That's not saying it's
If-
impossible. I'm
You'd
not
be
saying
Right.
doing
If-
15th level monk on non-lethal damage.
If right, it's just
That's it.
something to keep in mind down the road.
Okay, so
down the road.
she nods. You explain the item, and she nods very kind of excitedly. She goes, "Yeah, I'm getting really the hang of using my magic to create these items, and of course, as soon as you need it, I will work on it."
I also had a question to pose to all of you.
Mm.
Well, I already know your answer, Nasir. Perhaps not to you. Do you find me at all intimidating?
I thought you were gonna say attractive. I'm like, oh shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
Mm.
I see a slap you in the back of the head.
I don't know if you want to say attractive.
I guess.
Not at all, brother.
Oh, hold on, Waylon. Were you serious about getting preserving flask? Were you serious about that?
When it comes to alchemy, there is very little humor in the things I say. That is absolutely necessary for me to move forward in what I have planned for thee and this group. Now that I have unlocked the discovery of infusions, it has opened up an entire new realm of possibilities concerning my alchemy. My only limitation, it seems, is how many extracts I am able to produce daily. However, with the use of your preservation flasks, I can simply take the infusion that I have, put it inside of the flask, and the next day the very infusion is preserved while my own magical reserves are refilled and I am able to make even more. That means whenever we go on our little excursions, if we come to a situation where we come to the end of the adventure and we still have infusions left unused, they can be carried on and used like a normal potion without being used up. This, of course, frees me up to make more infusions and simply restock the supply. So that means the more flask you are able to give to me, the more beneficial it would be for the entire Red Lotus Society.
She nods. She goes, well, of course, I can make those. It'd be no problem. You make a really good point. I guess the matter is how strong are we looking for in terms of what you want in them? I.e., is it first level, second level, third level, fourth level, so on and so forth.
First is 500 gold. Second levels is 2,000.
It's 550 gold.
Oh, fuck.
Ideally, the
550 and
particular
2,200.
ideally the particular extract that I want to preserve is one I have recently unlocked through my studies. It is called alchemical allocation. To break down the actual function of this extract, what it allows you to do is to drink a portion and then spit the portion back into the container you just drank it from and still receive the benefits of the portion. You understand me, my friend? Icarus, it allows you to use a potion without actually using up the potion.
Excitement just radiates from her. Wow.
It will
yes.
work on any potion. So what I have surmised is if I can use your preservation flask, take the alchemical allocation extract and put it inside of the flask. When I then hand it out to everyone, everyone will have the ability to drink a portion they have on themselves without using up the actual potion. It's like duplicating the effects of a potion. Of course, in the process of duplicating any effect, you don't want to use the original. Obviously, if you do so, then you will not have anything to use to duplicate next time. So you understand, the more preservation flasks you are able to create, the more times you are able to duplicate a particular potion that you may have. This goes for healing potions, potions that create effects such as mage armor, even invisibility. The sky is the limit.
That will no doubt become useful. We should definitely get to work on that. Absolutely.
Yes.
I'll gladly
And
use
the particular power, to get directly to your question, I realized I did not answer it. I was too busy explaining the function. It needs to be able to hold a second magnitude, a second level spell. That is the particular power of alchemical allocation. It's the second level.
All right. She nods and she has like a little notebook and she's like writing all of this stuff down so she knows what to work on. And she closes it, and like as she closes it, there's a small grin on her face, and she goes, well, I shall get started. And in some time you all should have your items. And we'll be good to go.
Raheem slams his fist on the table. Am I intimidating? Sorry, I'm just practicing.
When you say it like that, Raheem.
How about this? And normally like stone faced. I'm just kind of like. How's that?
Icarus, like she chuckles and takes a second, and she goes, if I saw you in the street, I would probably walk on the other side of the street. Respectfully.
I was any part of that respectful.
Husker hater.
Now, Thea, as much as you giggle at that question.
Tuskers are orcs. Get your
And I stress-
racist slurs right in the fantasy game.
Close enough.
And
They all look
And
the
I-
same to me anyway.
and I stress giggle. I would like to research a little more. And when I'm ready, I may require some sort of items that will allow me to. I saw what manufactured fear did to Nasir in fights. And I want to find a way to replicate that. I have seen what that can do to someone's defenses, and I aim to break them. And so, out of game, Waylon, I'm probably hinting at like Gravelly Tonic.
Yeah, that's I was just about to say is Waylon. I believe I have the answer for you. If I remember correctly, there's a particular alchemical item that, when applied, could increase your abilities to instill fear in others. Just give me a little time to do a little research. I'll be able to procure the necessary regions to create it for you. It should not take too long.
For the record, can we?
Go ahead.
For the record, can you just tell us what a stress giggle sounds like?
A what?
You said you stress giggle before. I wanted to know what that sounded like from a hobgoblin.
No. I said Nasir was giggling, and I stressed the word giggle. Like,
Oh,
nothing.
okay. You're stressing the word. Okay. All right. I was like, what does a stress giggle sound like from a hobgoblin? Okay. I'm gonna need to role play that. Oh shit.
That sounds good, Waylon. I probably need to work on my angry face a bit, and then I will ask you for it. But I appreciate that.
It seems that you are focused on becoming more fearsome. I will keep that in mind going forward when I do research on particular extracts.
You're so scary.
There are particular extracts along with alchemical items that work in tandem that can help you in your regard to become more fearsome.
And once I achieve that, perhaps you can make something so Nasir can stop cowering in the corner every time.
That I have already. We have already come to a conclusion for that. Protection from evil. However, it is a divine spell I do not have access to, so I will need a cleric's help in order to create the necessary potion. And when Icarus comes back with the preservation flask, I'll be able to put alchemical allocation in a flask, so that way Nasir would be able to duplicate the effects of the protection of evil without using up the potion itself.
Is Quindamere there?
It's only because they know I'm the strongest. And Rakeem pokes you in the fucking forehead.
Quindamere's at the table, right?
That's your
This is the meeting, I guess.
It's only because they know I'm the strongest, brother.
He would chime in when you say it's a divine spell. He would say, actually, my brother, protection from evil is also an arcane spell that I could, with some research, scribe for our use, if you like.
Well, that is a good question, because honestly, I would prefer to get your version of the spell than go and collaborate with a cleric in order to do it. However, the real question is, how much time do we want to stay in Sandpoint? Or do we want to do that while we go to Maglimar?
We can head to Maglimar.
Honestly, I believe the real question is, how much money are we willing to pull so that I may get these spells that we can ultimately turn into turn them into resources so that we may better defend ourselves and and defeat our enemies. This is the expense that I have been spending mostly alone. And as we get further in our quest, we will probably require more of these. Don't know just how much everyone is willing uh, to spend in order for us to acquire these resources, but it is a conversation that should come up sooner than later. Things are going to become more expensive as time passes, of course. I will not be able to afford uh, these expenses by myself. That's for sure. I have already had to dip into our coffers, if we have coffers, to scribe some second level and third level spells. And I can tell you that while I have done almost everything that I can to keep these prices as low as they can be, and I will admit they are really, really low and cheap, considering how much it would take the average person. But still, it is an expense nonetheless that requires everyone to be on board.
Well, this is what I suggested. How about we make the trip to Maglimar? And then once we arrive there, we can then sell the items that we do not have use for. And then we can also take that time that we are trying to pick up the lead on Foxgrove's associates. We could also take that time to make some coin. Our business that we have is, luckily for us, a portable one. We load up the wagon, we move out. And then when we make the money in Maglimar, we can then use that money to further the research necessary before we go out into an actual field for combat.
What about everyone else? I am sure the share of money that we all get from these spoils, everyone will have to chip in. This is not just something between you and me, brother. We need everyone to be on board, especially if they are getting some benefit from our efforts.
I am confused by what you're saying right now.
Break it down for him, Waylon.
Up to this point. Mike, hold on a second. Okay. Up to this point, if I recall, I foregoed my share after the initial goblin attack. I foregoed it after the glass factory. I have taken bare minimum every time. And so I am confused as to where you're saying that you have spent mostly alone when, from my perspective, it has come from the group fund. Largely. If I am wrong, please let me know. And I don't mind. I am not saying that, but if you were going to ask this after spending group funds, I'm wondering what I was even doing it for.
We can check the ledgers if you like. But once again, this is not only about you, Rakim. We are speaking to everyone at this table, and everyone needs to speak up
Yeah.
about the funds that are
Yeah, we
being
killed.
What I am saying
on
is
these resources.
we
all
have
chipped
all
in.
been chipping in every time. How is this now
We have all
an
chipped
ask?
in.
We have all
We,
chipped in
we've
along the
taken
way the entire time.
candles. We have candles. That's the spoils we've taken for the. For
As I
this.
said, this is going to become more expensive as we gain
So you
level.
want us to take even
Well,
less
not
than
gain
we are
levels, but
doing
as we
now?
get
That's
stronger.
what you're telling me.
I am saying that our expenses are only going to grow. And I hope that everyone continues to keep that in mind moving forward, considering the amount of
We have been.
income
And
spoils that we basically are getting. I'm losing my fucking goddamn accent.
The only
I
solution for the problem of being a spellcaster and requiring increasing funds in order to continue to stay on top of what you need in order to be an adventuring spellcaster is a proper profession. So truly, at the end of the day, we go out as a group and we come back with these spoils. But we must always remember, as adventurers, it is a gamble that we take. Every dungeon that we go into, every adventure that we step foot on, there is no guarantee that we will come back with treasure. There is also no guarantee that we will always come back alive. So that being said, the only thing we can guarantee, as Baba would say, is the work that we put into our profession is the money that we will receive coming out. The efforts within your profession outgoing produces the income of the gold incoming. So the real question is not how good we are at receiving treasure for the deeds that we do, but how good are we at monetizing the skills and abilities that we have within the society we are a part of. Praise to, what's this fucking guy's name again?
Abadar.
Abadar. Praise to Abidar. I myself happen to be a merchant. That is my skill. I do not go adventuring with it. It is something that is provided as a service to the society I am in, and they pay me as a result of it. Rakim, what is your particular skill that you use that can bring in money for the group? The same goes to Icarus, Nasir.
Oh, we've decided already that we were security. We were doing security around town. That's how we earned money the last time.
Then we have our answer. That is how we will gather the necessary funds going forward. You take that money and you supplement it with the treasure that we do get blessed with on the adventures that we go on. And that will
I thought
be
that
enough
was the whole
to...
point of the conglomerate. I thought that was the whole point of you building a business. That's why we donated. Huh, right?
So then we are already on the right track.
Hobgoblins understand money. We get it.
Nah, hobgoblins be enslaving motherfuckers.
We understand the
y'all don't understand labor. That's labor for y'all is forced
it.
and free, bro. Y'all don't work it.
We weren't brought up as slavers.
We weren't brought up the same. So we weren't up the same. But we get it. Somebody got to work.
They sell their fighting skills out as mercenaries.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what we decided. We decided that though we were going to be doing security and helping around town before in Sandport.
All right, kills two birds with one stone. They provide a service and they build up their training.
Mm-hmm.
So let's set out
They
to
get paid to
Maglemar.
fight.
It's particularly good to set out in Maglemar because, no disrespect to Sandpoint, but Maglemar compared to Sandpoint is a metropolis. And the bigger the society, the higher you can raise your coin because, well, the competition is spread out. It's not all in one location. You come here to Sandpoint, and the only wood mill that you can go to is owned by the Scarnettis. which means they have a monopoly on the price. They can jack it up, they can lower it down, they can do whatever they want. In Maglemar, you can go to anybody. It is an open market. So we can go there, we can make our coin, we can sell our wares. Then we pull our money together and we put it exactly where it needs to go. At the same time, of course, we follow up on our lead for Foxgrove. That is my vote.
I'm done. Let's go see this beautiful Magnemar. I'm curious.
The city of monuments.
Hmm.
The most beautiful city on the Varisian coast.
I'm sure this place also has better and more items that we could purchase in the market.
I
too.
need you to show me around, Waylon.
Absolutely.
Kind of excited.
One of my most favorite places in the entire city is a place called Golem Works. Every year they have a tournament there where you go and you build your own golem and you enter it in a tournament on which one is the most powerful. Of course, the winner gets the most beautiful piece of machinery you could possibly think of. A wonderful golem created by the finest of engineers. I am not sure if we will be there during the time that the particular tournament will be going on this year. But tournament or not, it is still a wonderful place to go and see the very heart of creation and innovation. I cannot wait.
Well, as we are unsure of our timetable, making this plan work, townhouse. Haste is probably in order.
I agree.
Okay. Speaking of time, cloak and potion day 1, 2 days the other cloak. It's 3 days so far. Those 2 days, for the cloak that she was working on for Caldum, is Waylon doing any more potions during those 3 days? Is Quindamia doing any scrolls?
I mean, if we're gonna be there for 3 days to make the cloak, that means I can make 3 potions.
Okay.
Because it only takes me a couple hours to make it. So I can make a potion a day. Yeah. Let's see. So I made the first day I made the protection from evil for Nasir, right?
Yep, appreciate you.
And then on the
I paid you,
second
right?
day,
What is that? What I owe you for that?
I already took it out.
you ready to
Okay.
take it out? All right, cool.
Thank you.
I'm about to say, I know it's half of the market price value, and I think it's like a second level spell if I remember correctly. So it should have been like 75 GP or something like that.
Can Nasir teach the horse a trick in a level? Is that possible? Can I teach that war horse a trick? Like,
You could, but it was taught combat training. So I
mm-hmm.
think all
Okay.
its I think all its tricks got used up. I mean, you could retrain it for different tricks.
Yeah.
It'll take time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean,
It'll take weeks.
yeah. I figured.
Weeks.
And what? No, I figured. Some point, it'll pay off in the end.
I think it's a week per
Yeah.
trick, something like that. I gotta double check. But
Yeah. That's fine.
like,
That's fine. You might get some crazy downtime at some point. Who knows?
where's? Oh, there is. There will be. There usually is after each
Right.
chapter.
It's something like,
Well, I know at the end of this chapter there's definitely gonna be more downtime. Like enough.
I'm gonna just
Um,
I'm gonna look at some stuff. Get real friendly with this warhorse.
all right.
Day
What?
2, I'd like to make an invisibility potion.
Grixis to me.
And then day 3, I will make um let me see. Yep, I'll make a Fox's Cunning potion. Should I do false life? Damn. Shit. False life or Fox's Cunning? I'll do false life. False life.
Okay.
I'm gonna need Quindamere to get more fucking scrolls so I can use them. God damn, what are you doing? Lazy ass spellcaster.
Rob,
We gotta
actually
get some
no.
money.
Fox's
Gotta
Cunning.
get some more money.
False life is personal spell.
You want me to get spells so you can try for 10%?
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Fox's Cunning then.
We gotta get some more money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, every scroll you have, I can use once, and
Ooh,
it won't use up the scroll.
that's funny. That's fucking
I
crazy.
said you want me to get scrolls so you can charge me 10%. You keep saying I'm like,
Yeah,
this guy isn't
that's like
listening.
a
Well,
that's
no,
like a
I wouldn't
wild
charge you because
double use of the
those are
scroll.
still your scrolls. Like I won't use them. They're still your scrolls. Like,
Nah, you're not listening. I don't care that you get to do your little voodoo and then you get a double of my shit. I'll say it's a service.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you need a scroll of?
It don't taste
Because
so good, right?
because if you need a scroll that can be turned into a potion, then you could save
Hmm.
yourself
yeah. Never mind.
the
Never mind.
Nah,
money.
he
And
wants to
stuff.
learn that shit. He needs a scroll.
I can't learn it.
Oh, so if you can't learn it, you definitely might as well just put it as a potion if you can.
Wait, so you're not learning it if it's a scroll? What are you doing with it? Just making a double?
I'm able to use one of your spells from a scroll and just give it back to you once a day because of my vestment.
He has a vestment that lets him. Say you gave him one of your scrolls, magic missile, whatever. With the magic of her vestment, she can use one of her sorceress spell slots to cast magic missile from the scroll, even if she doesn't have magic missile on her list. Once she's done using the magic of her vestment to cast the spell from the scroll, um, she can give it back because what it does is it doesn't use up the spell on the scroll.
Oh, it's like alchemical allocation for scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so then you don't need the potion version then. Yeah, you might as well just use
I
scroll.
took that idea. I've been watching Wayland, and I was like, this might be a half decent idea.
That's pretty dope.
It's not as potent, but
It gives the sorcerer a little bit versatility. I mean, especially when you got a wizard in the group.
Yeah.
You know, Queen Lumia could be like, I believe you may need this in the future, and he hands her a scroll, and then the time comes up, because she knows she doesn't have the spell, but the time comes up, she needs to use it, she can use it. And
So
you don't use up the spell on the scroll. It works on spell books too, so I don't know.
oh
Quindam-
shit.
If Quindamir's knocked out and she doesn't have teleport, she can grab his spell book, fucking cast teleport, and get them both the fuck out of there. Like
Damn,
That's pretty dope.
stuff like
that's
that.
pretty dope. That's pretty dope. That's a good power to have.
Yeah. Especially
That's
for a
good feat,
sorcerer. The
right?
sorcerer's got like usually they're just locked into whatever spell they have and that's it.
That's some clutch shit right there. You're like, surprise.
That being the
Uh,
case, it would be
It's
smart to like probably get a scroll from from Quendemere, that's one that you could use in an emergency. Is like a get out of jail free card. You know, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
it's
Like,
something that
The
really
the
come in clutch to save
ability,
the party.
it's once a day. It's the ability to use a sorcerer spell slot to cast a spell from a written source, as if she knew the spell.
Mhm.
Um, all right, I guess that's 3 days. Any more time being spent, or your character's good?
I'm good.
Good.
Yep.
I'm good.
I'm Gucci, ready to rock.
Let's go beat some shit up. New powers. New powers.
In the wagon.
Oh, gra-
Do, do, do,
uh,
do.
Gravelly tonics.
Yum, yum,
I don't. I
yum.
don't. I don't need those yet.
You don't need those yet. Okay, I was gonna say
No.
if you want to save time, you can make them spontaneously. 6
How much
days.
money do I have?
Nope.
16.
Save time altogether. I don't need them yet.
Yep.
All right.
How much money am I playing with?
Whatever's in the treasure. I've been marking that off, really.
So
That's why
What
the
I wanna
numbers keep
craft.
how much
going
is in
down.
there?
Every time people
Do I
request,
have
that's
enough
why the
to
numbers
make a
keep
few
going down.
scrolls?
Oh,
Um,
Or to look for a few scrolls in town?
I
I know
spent
protection
my
from
own money
evil would be
for
one
the
of them.
cloak,
I
so
can't think of much
that's
else
fine.
right now. But
I know Icarus
get that
has
out the way.
a painting, and since you're going to Magnamar, probably want to pawn that off.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
she got
able to
that.
restore it.
Oh, the painting to
That's
the
right.
okay, you're thinking about. I was talking
Yeah.
about all right, the second painting, the one that was
Oh, okay.
done by a famous Magnamaran artist by the name of Andol Salu.
Oh,
Let's do it.
that's
That was
gonna
the
get you in the
one.
door somewhere.
Um, you're free to roll any checks if you want to know anything about the. I'd say a craft painting or a knowledge local. Either one would.
Craft painting. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay.
That is-
So his full name is Goran Ando Salu. He's a rather infamous painter of masterpieces such as Ando Salu's model, the Midnight Sunrise, and Throwdown in Swinetown. However, he had went mad and burned several buildings around his studio in the Keystone district of Magnamar before fleeing the city. His rampage and assumed death have only made his paintings more valuable.
Wait a minute.
And
Icarus looks at Waylon.
this was
She
one of his
goes.
paintings that was in the manor.
Icarus looks at Waylon and she shows him the painting. She goes, "This painting is rather renowned from a now psychotic painter, but I believe it's to be worth a lot."
Let me take a look at it.
Oh, it's well, okay. The painting is Throwdown in Swinetown.
Oh, it is still down Spine Town.
Yeah, it's one of his it's one of his famous ones.
Because I believe you have a better eye in determining the value of these things.
Yeah, because you valued it at 2,000. But if Waylon wants to give it a crack,
Yeah, Waylon take a
he
look at
can
that.
roll his appraise.
So
Oh,
Waylon leans in. Yeah,
somebody's about to be rich.
let me see
Make us rich, Whaler.
what is really going on
Like
here.
we're playing Pawn Stars now.
Hell yeah! I'm so glad I took that artistry class. I'm so glad I took it. I didn't know it was gonna come in handy.
Surprise.
It was for roleplay
Surprise.
purposes.
Do you know what that's for?
See,
Let me just get an expert.
Oh, I gotta roll it secretly.
That's fucking big, bro.
got
I'm
plus
really
8.
surprised that
Why'd you
fucking
start
skill
to
is
sound
coming
like a robot, bro?
+8. But can I throw on what you call it? Never mind, that won't work. Yeah, so +8.
All right, you take a look at it. After a few minutes, you kind of have to break the news to Icarus that you have no reason to see or believe or appraise that thing at 2 grand. It's more like 600.
Mm.
Hmm. Well, I
Can I
must let you
determine if it's
know
a fake?
No, it's just not a
why.
fake. Icarus just failed real hard at appraising it.
I
She doesn't know that though, but
Icarus, I must let you know that while Lepeta himself happens to be one who is renowned, the actual skill and the actual worth of this particular painting is a good, well, 1,400 gold short of what you say it is. Walking into an average place, an average purveyor in which you can sell this particular piece, the most you are going to get is 600 gold, maybe.
Hmm.
Now I can always do true skill and then take a look at the painting again, but I happen to have a very accurate eye. If you want another cross examination of this particular piece, I advise you to go over to Quendamir. He is also very proficient and a sharp eye when it comes to value, something that our father has instilled in us. He also can appraise it for you, but he will most likely come to a very close number to my own, since I do not doubt my genius when it comes to looking at things that are worth money.
She
Pats
nods.
her on the shoulder. Sorry for your loss.
She nods. She goes, I trust you. Well, she goes, she kind of looks at me and goes, is it really worth selling?
Of course it is. What are we going to do with a painting? I'd rather have the gold.
Hmm. Fair enough. All right. We will sell it. Sad. It's a good painting overall. I followed his work for a bit, and it's a shame how mad he went.
It is most likely only inflated because of the acts that he took after creating it. But if you want my opinion, there are artists who have produced better works and still are saying to produce more.
I'm
Case in
scared that this
point,
isn't a,
myself.
but decorating the Red Lotus wouldn't be half a bad idea. Make it more appealing to others. Maybe people are willing to spend more if they feel more comfortable in the establishment.
That is a good point. It would be nothing for me to pick up a paintbrush and a few skills and try my own hand at artistry. If it is a matter of calculations and rendering what you see with your own eyes based on those calculations into a picture, then I see no reason why I cannot also excel at that myself.
She looks at you and she goes, I would say I'm pretty well at painting myself, and having your intellectuals, we might be able to work something out together.
Absolutely. In fact, since you already have the eye and the hand for artistry, all it would take is for me to make an extract of true skill and then turn it into an infusion and give it to you for you to drink it. And it will boost your eye and your skill to even higher magical heights.
Bro,
And then produce a painting with that.
this is Pathfinder fucking Adderall.
Yeah, I guess that is exactly what it is.
Holy shit.
True skill is like Adderall. When faced with an important situation, you grant yourself a magical edge to ensure your success. When casting the spell, select one skill for which you can attempt a skill check. The next time you attempt a skill check using the selected skill, before the spell's duration ends, you gain an insight bonus on the check equal to half your caster level.
That's Adderall. That's Adderall. All right. Well, when we return, I guess while we're at Magnemar, I could pick up some supplies, but when we return, I will also put that on the list of things that I will do. Get our place more acquainted with the locals. Maybe they'll be willing to spend more coin here.
Let me know. We can make a full day of it. I can simply sit back and, well, supply you with true skill infusions for each painting that you decide to do. As a matter of fact, that would be a wonderful way to make coin while we are in Maglimar. Use true skill to boost your artistry. Create the painting and then sell it.
Yes. I like that idea. We have our work cut out for us, Waylon. Clearly.
You just see him start smiling as he's imagining all the gold coming in. This is going to be a wonderful enterprise.
Well, with that said and done, and if any other character doesn't have any more input to put in, the 3 days will go by.
You mean to tell me nothing happens?
Caldum and Nasir has his protection from evil potion. Him and Caldum sporting a couple of freshly enchanted cloaks. And
Hey, did Calvin make up with Shalelu while this was going
Thank
on?
you.
Or she's still upset?
Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Oh,
he
question.
still hasn't seen her around. He still hasn't seen her around, and Hemlock
Ah.
said he hasn't really seen her, but she tends to do that often because she's an elf. She could be gone for 6 months and come back, and to her it just felt like more like a week. So
She could be gone for a fucking century and it would feel like a month.
right, she could go on
Right.
for a century, come back, think it was like a few years.
Oh, my bad. That was 100?
Right.
That's what happened to Waylon and Quinn's dad.
He's like you're an elf, you'd understand. I don't. I that's all I can assume is why she takes so long to come back and forth. But when she does return, she comes back with a lot of intel that helps our people out.
Word.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
I couldn't talk for a minute for some reason. Anyway, I know you said the 3 days go by, but I'll just message you on WhatsApp about what spells he's gonna try to look for.
Oh, I messaged you in here because I saw you pop in here, but
Yeah, I'm doing it from my phone. I'm having a lot of issues for some reason
okay.
at my house. So
Yeah, I messaged you saying if he's doing scroll making, just send me a message about it.
So Waylon
Yeah,
pulls up with
I'll just send
the
this to you later.
golden bunyip.
The golden bunyip.
Yeah, that's what he's calling the wagon.
Yeah.
The golden bunny. You guys see it.
Nasir,
You guys
nah.
see a fresh, crafted sign on the sides of the wagon.
Well,
With
Nasir
with-
pulls up on his horse.
Did
quick.
Icarus paint the golden bunyip on it? On the side?
Can I roll? What? I can?
Dope. Can I use a craft woodwork to carve a fucking bunyip into the side of the wagon?
I mean, we can say he was
Both
doing that.
Like a stencil?
We can say they were doing that during the
Yeah.
during the
I,
downtime they had before. They had so much fucking downtime, yeah.
Yo, when this thing pulls up, I look over at Nasir and I'm like,
Say they just finished recently.
one day, perhaps we go back and we can add some actual bunyip teeth to this weapon.
Use it
That's
to put
it.
spikes on the
He
wheels.
smiles. He says, "Absolutely, that'd be fucking great.
This
We
shit-
already got bat wings on the wall, so
It was
why
a big
not?"
bunyip too. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
big ass bunyip. It was twice the.
Yeah, it was a fucking
This
huge.
feels
ass
like
one.
one of those times when the characters get max level and go beat up like level ones just to see how big they are. That's what this sounds like right
Yeah,
now.
we I got the horse,
Yeah,
right? So
get
I'm
his
on
pet.
horseback. I'm gonna pull up on Crixus.
You can intimidate me.
Take
Yeah.
Crixus for a
got
ride.
Crixus, got your heavy war. It's a war horse.
Yep. Let's go.
Like your characters were able to. I
Hmm
think actually no, I think you I think
That
somebody
bro-
did. I think somebody in town
Me.
did tell you the. I think you brought it to some. We brought it to. There was a ranger in town that you brought it to.
Yeah, you said he had some stables for us to use.
Yeah, he brought it to the stables, and I think the ranger told him like, "Oh man, I think he told him like this horse was well groomed, well cared for, well trained. Like this looked like it belonged to like a noble." Um,
Hmm.
He's like, "A good thing you got it back from the goblins, because clearly they were doing awful things to it."
They're probably gonna eat that motherfucker.
Well, your characters,
With their little
yeah,
horse chopper
they were
weapons.
definitely torturing it.
Damn, son.
All right.
So we ride out.
Not anymore. It's a good horse, Crixus.
Do we all have horses, or am I just like on the wagon?
I'm
Well,
on the
the
wagon.
wagon holds. I believe the wagon holds 8 people in it.
Yeah, Icarus is in the wagon.
I'll just be on the wagon, I guess.
Yeah. It's being
I'll be
pulled
on
by a team
horseback.
of 4 horses, so it's a pretty big wagon.
I feel like I'm very
Yeah,
used to just
it has
walking
to,
everywhere.
considering, yeah. Yeah, you move faster than the. You guys.
That's
see
why I
that-
was like, yeah, you guys can outrun the horse. So
See that monk speed outpacing everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do some crazy shit and just run for fucking 6 days and 6 nights.
You know what? I will be like as like an exercise ritual during this journey, like
Yeah.
just enough to not get like fatigued and shit, like exhausted or whatever. I don't want to start taking
this dude is fucking
levels of exhaustion and shit. But
this dude's from Yu Yu Hakusho, fucking run through the
Right.
demon realm, son.
You're right.
Like,
He said,
it's
how
6
long we gotta
days
run
straight.
for? He said, we just gotta do this for a week.
What? You gonna run for a week?
but
Yo, what's
I will
crazy is
spend-
he was a normal human doing that shit, bro. That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah. He was just a normal nigga.
I will
He's
spend a
out
lot
there.
of time running along, throwing combinations in the air while I do it,
Yeah.
practicing.
I'll be
fucking
practicing.
flipping.
Yeah, I'm practicing jumping on and off the warhorse, doing side tricks, jumping on, flipping off of it,
okay,
running next to it, running in and out the woods with it.
Yeah. I respect Rakim and Nasir because right now I'm sitting with a sore fucking left shin from checking kicks. Through the shin guard, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
I hate checking
Yeah.
kicks. Just sucks, bro.
Yeah. It hurts.
Fucking sucks. I be getting mad, bro. Like, yo, what the? I especially get mad when I go to fucking kick and the motherfucker can't hold the pad right.
It's
And it hits the
surprising
elbows
how
instead,
much a
like,
shin
fuck.
bone that hurts. Like how much a shin bone hurts. It's amazing how much a shin bone hurts. The amount of pain that can come through it.
Yo,
I could relate, yo. You know why? Because like right now I got like a sore hip joint from, I don't know, standing up the wrong way. So
Are we gonna?
sucks being
Can I,
43.
do you need me to roll? Can I run in front? Can I roll stealth?
How
Oh.
far
Can I
up
put the
front you want to
mask
go?
on?
If you stealth, I think you move at half speed.
Oh, never mind. I'm on horseback. I don't know how that works on horseback.
Oh, he can move at full speed.
Right.
It's just it's -5 penalty.
Penalty?
Okay.
Oh.
But his stealth is so fucking high.
Yeah.
I don't think
So,
you gotta worry about that.
-5 don't hurt too much.
Don't hurt at all. I think it's at 17 with a -5. I think I'm at.
You don't even need to. I mean, you don't even need to roll. Just take 10. Cause
Okay.
I
Just
don't
do
think
hitting
in
I don't think he's
Naruto
I
run
don't
and
I don't think
shit.
he's rolling for like 600,000 rounds. So.
Yeah. Not at all.
Hit the Naruto run, jump
Just
through
I
trees and
just
shit.
need like a lead scout position. You know, I'm outside in front, riding on horseback, jumping on and off Crixus, scouting.
And you guys are just, this is like a multiple day thing.
Yeah.
So
I play patrol.
since
I
since
think I'll
we're
take a
together
day.
since we're together on this for a day and change or whatever, you guys will notice that like Rakim barely needs to eat or drink anything. It's like 2 hours of sleep tops. Like it's basically him like meditating. Like there's not even.
Damn. During the travel time, I'm about to fucking be like, yo, Icarus, take this true skill infusion and bust out a painting right quick, yo.
There's
We got some shit to
Point,
sell.
and
We'll
there's
get the sample.
Magnemar. Your characters will be traveling along down the Lost Coast Road. Be a 2-day journey, although I believe. Let me see.
2-day journey, okay. Since that's a 2-day journey, I will be
It's like
making
2 days and 6 hours, but I think Caldum can trailblaze. Okay.
I was about to say, tell me how many days it'll cost us, because that's exactly how many potions I'll be making. Do some Cure Light Moon potions.
Oh yeah, you have a portable. That's right, you have a portable.
Yup. Anywhere I go, baby, I'm crafting.
Crafting on that bumpy ass trailer.
I'm cooking anywhere. Fucking Breaking Bad over here.
All right.
In the Winnebago, fucking.
Are you still bald?
Just smoke coming out the back of the fucking.
Call me for real. Call me Heisenberg, bitch.
Shit. There's crazy shit going on. You
Cooking in the
jumping out with
desert.
a full fucking suit on.
I make everybody strip down to their underwear and shit. Be like, nah,
don't
you
come in
understand?
here. Don't come in here. Especially you dirty monks.
Oh, okay. Trailblazing's only if there's difficult. There is no difficult terrain. It's a road. Yeah. So yeah, two days and just about 2 days. It's like 8 hours, and the next day is like 6 hours. So your characters will get there like mid-afternoon, getting closer towards evening of the second day.
Guess I'll roll the skin mask up.
Since that's 2 days, I'll hand a Cure Light Wound Potion to Rakim and a Cure Light Wound Potion to Nasir.
Sweet.
Damn, somebody got this shit loud.
That shit is dope, son.
That shit's echoing over on my end.
It's my fault.
I can see the camera panning over to each person what they're doing during the trip.
Had to throw up the fucking.
What the hell is that from again?
That had to throw up the nostalgia there.
Final Fantasy, bro.
Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah, but which one?
6.
All right, yeah.
The one with Edgar and shit.
Okay.
Edgar,
All right, I got it.
Edgar, Terra, Locke.
That's dope.
Cyan.
Yep.
All that whole crew.
6 or like ain't it like 3 in Japan or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's 3 in
Right.
Japan.
No, it was 3 here, but it was actually
3 here,
6.
6 over there.
3 here, 6
Yeah,
over
that's
there.
how it was. I knew it was some shit like that. That was like my favorite one. Man. I just
Yeah,
couldn't remember
that was my
which one.
favorite too. That was actually my first one
Yeah.
also.
That was the one that you gave to me.
Crazy.
That was the first Final
Yeah.
Fantasy I ever played because you lent it to me.
Yep.
Awesome.
My nigga Saban, son, suplexing ghost trains.
Saban,
What
Shadow.
you know about that?
Shadow
man.
Shadow had a hell of a theme song though. I liked his theme song.
Well, God's favorite guy was Locke, of course. He used to call him Locky. Nigga had me calling him Locky for the longest. So I was like, wait a second, it's Locke. I went to school.
We were calling him Locky for a while, and then
for
I
a
had
long
that same.
time.
I had that same exact argument with like my best friend growing up. Like he lived down the street, so we'd always like exchange games and shit. Same
Yeah.
exact thing. He was calling him Locky. I'm like, ain't it Lock? Like,
Dude, I was in a social studies class and they brought up this dude named
Yeah.
Locke. It was spelled the same way. I was like,
Yep.
it's Locke.
Yeah, I think we were in the same class. That's what it was.
Yeah, we were.
Right.
We looked at each other
That's
like
funny.
that shit was locked the whole time.
This nigga forgot has nigga is Locky the whole time.
He didn't
He
give a
went back
fuck
and
though.
told him it was Lock. He never
He didn't give a-
changed it.
He never
He
changed.
didn't
He
give
didn't
a
give a fuck. He was like, I'm calling him Locky. My guy's name is Locky. I'm calling him Locky. I don't go.
Yo, you know who had it?
it?
You know who had a dope theme song? It was Chrono Trigger, Magus.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Magus had a great theme song, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love Chrono
I liked
Trigger, bro.
his. I liked his.
God,
I liked Frog's.
Frog was
I look at
godlike.
Chrono
son.
Trigger
Frog
right
was
now.
godlike. Frog was my dude.
What is all this?
So the day goes by.
Shit.
It's damn, what season was it? It was spring. Oh yeah, it was getting close to summer. You guys could feel
Mm.
you smell the sea breeze, warm air blowing in from the Verisian Gulf. See seagulls flying across. You guys could see at various points during your travel. You could see the coastline of the Lost Coast. Somebody cracks a joke about seeing some bunyips. Yeah, everybody's looking like where, but they were it was dolphins, wasn't bunyips. But
Rakim is like randomly like working on his intimidation, so he's you might feel something over your shoulder, and he's like standing there like looking at you.
there was a point.
Fuck out of here, yo.
There was a point. There was a point where your characters thought you saw flying through the clouds, maybe the form of a dragon going overhead and towards the north,
Damn,
over
that's a
the
scary
Gulf.
situation.
You halfway through, you're eating your lunch. As you stop, rest, give the horses a rest, your characters a rest and eating up, and nearby you can see a pack of wild boar, and they're about 50 feet away. They don't look they stand there, but they're looking at your group. It's like 5 of them. They're looking
Oh,
at
they
your
grouped
group,
up together?
and they're grouped up. They're looking at your group.
Ooh. Well, allow a
guess-
bomb over there, son. Cook
I
some
guess,
pork right quick.
I mean, your character's got high enough nature.
Yeah,
You
well,
don't
I
really
don't
Oh,
have-
you
don't
already know
really-
me,
you don't-
baby.
you don't really have to roll it, but like your characters already know. The wild boars here in Verisia, because of the competition that they got to deal with in the wilderness around here, and a lot of abusive fucking goblins hunting them down and other shit, and they're pretty aggressive and very 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 territorial. They're not attacking, but they don't look happy that you're even nearby.
They all grouped.
They're basically
grouped up
like looking at
together.
you like eat and get the fuck out kind of look. Like that's the kind of look.
Oh, I'm about to eat all right. I'm about to eat.
It bore me.
Waylon, hold up. You guys see
they don't call it grinding boards for nothing, bro.
You guys see
Wow.
Waylon looking at the boars with smacking his lips.
We like had crab before. I've never had boar, brother.
I'm like,
They
man,
look tasty.
where we first came to It's just ironic because when we first came to Sandpoint, this dude Foxglove was like, "Oh, let's go boar hunting." That was what he said. So,
Mm,
and Waylon turned it down. He's like, "I'd rather go
Yeah,
research."
that memory does come up for your
mm.
characters seeing the boar.
Yeah,
That's right. We did.
You
do
guys
that.
did have boar meat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I skipped out on my first hunting now. So now this time I ain't gonna skip out.
Right.
See Waylon taking out a mixing a bomb together. Like, stay grouped up, please, please, stay grouped up. Clunk.
Hey, hey, brother, before you throw that, are you trying to pre-cook them?
Oh, absolutely. I
mean,
heard that is the best way to get the fur off of the creature.
Mm.
Singe.
Are you really throwing the bomb at them? Oh shit.
I would do that.
Absolutely. They
I
all
was
grouped
gonna
up.
use a cloud of fire, but you know what? That
This
works
guy's
too.
this guy's fucking pan-searing the boars.
The meat tastes like ass because you cooked all the fur on
Flash
it. I don't want
fry.
to do it. I would have skinned it.
He said they grouped up. I mean, they about 50 feet away, so I mean, how close you try to get?
Well, since they're aggressive, my
Come on,
guess is
Waylon,
as
you know
I
what
approach
burnt
them,
hair
they'll
smells like.
charge.
Yo, we
So
need
I'll
some
Pretty
move
kind of,
30 feet.
much.
we need to be able to do some kind of teamwork shit where like, because we got 50 feet of movement now, where like he throws it like it's like an alley oop, and we just fucking spike it down on him.
I can move up 30 feet and then throw it. They'll only be 20 feet away after that.
Damn, we really can move 50 feet. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
we got hella movement right now, like, and it's only gonna get worse.
Sweet Jesus.
Boars are only 40 feet. Chase one down.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll move up, throw it, and then after I throw it, then well, but the thing about it is Nasir and Rakim could run up on them and start fighting. I could throw it anyway and just avoid their squares.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the perfect little hunting group right there for real.
Can we sneak up on the boars? Can I get close?
Now they already see us. They were staring at us and wanting us to get out of their
They see
territory.
you. You'd have to
All right.
distract them and hide somewhere.
I mean, so if you're gearing up for
Nah.
that, I'd sort of look at Nasir, and I think we kind of understand the task, and I look at you, and I'm like, say the word.
The word.
Raquel's like,
The word.
We run right at those fucking things.
yeah, where?
All right, you start
Ba-ba-ba
running towards
bird,
the boar.
bird is the word.
And I guess you throw.
As soon as they start engaging with them, I go, incoming. Throw the bomb.
Nasir charges up the first time you see Nasir charge up that elemental fist with the lightning on it.
Oh,
You see
shit.
Nasir, you see Nasir running up, he's swinging me.
So one of the yeah, you go to rush up to the boar. I guess make your attack. I guess everybody who's attacking, go ahead and make your attacks.
All right.
But as they see Naz and Rakim coming, a couple of the boar go try to meet him head on.
I do not see us on the. Are we on a map anywhere? Am I
No,
bugging?
we're doing mind's eye.
Okay.
Mind's
Gotcha.
theater of the mind. Back in those fucking remember those second edition days?
Yeah.
Watch you guys. Kind of sit back.
No maps, just out there.
I'm gonna
roll damage, Rakim.
Played a whole lot of that.
He could do non-lethal.
You said roll damage? Yeah.
Ooh. Waylon was going in on
Waylon fucking hit.
roll damage.
You
said roll damage.
Did 8. Now
You said roll
I guess
damage,
Waylon,
you
go
said
ahead,
roll
roll
what?
damage. It's 3d6 now. I'll say like 3 of them were grouped up close enough.
3D.
So, 20.
3d6.
Oh, why am I rolling?
Wow.
I'll take the first 2.
I rolled
So
twice
roll
already.
3d,
Yeah.
3d6. Yeah. 18. Well,
20.
you
Yeah.
the first boar you hit, you cooked that shit. That shit, its whole body like tumbled on the ground and dropped. Its body twitching. The other boar, the other two boar, they passed their reflex. They only took
9.
um oh, they take half of the yeah, they took, and they take splash damage, don't they?
7. So half of the 7, so it'll be 3. Splash
So
damage is 7.
they took 3 damage, and then Rakim hit one um for 8 damage on, yeah. So that, let's see, that about 11. All right, and then Nasir
Crit
got
one.
a crit.
Yeah.
Fucking crit.
Yeah.
Roll.
The 15
She
for
fucking.
confirm.
Yeah, it's a confirmation. Where the fuck is this character
Oh
sheet?
man.
Oh, I accidentally closed it. It should be double 2d8.
Oh yeah.
2d8 plus 8. That's gonna take.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 8.
See his lightning fist power up. He's like, huh?
Oh
Alright.
yeah, you guys get to see the lightning. So yeah, 2d8 plus 8
Damn.
plus 1d6.
Plus 1d6.
That's
What is
dope.
this succession?
That's godlike.
What the fuck?
I don't know what the
6 and
succession is.
what did it roll?
Hold on. I don't know. What the fuck is
Okay,
that?
well, I see it
Success!
is two success.
I
Right.
agree.
17. Roll a d6 for the electricity. Damn.
Good lord.
That shit is dope, son.
1d6 plus nothing,
Just
right?
1d6.
Regular,
Yeah.
right?
Damn. Yeah, you guys cooked another.
Hold
Hit
it.
it so hard and killed it. And its body
Oh.
is. And
Damn.
they just left the one boar that Rakim's fighting, and it Oh wait, that's right. Okay, yeah, yours definitely dropped. I forgot the other boar. I forgot they got.
I mean, what do we don't get 2 attacks? With the
You
new area?
had a moving attack.
Oh, okay.
So the boars, that's right, they got
That's right.
ferocity. They
We
can
don't
keep.
get 2. We
They
get
can.
2 when
They
we
can.
stand still. That's right.
Yeah, these boars. Yeah, boars. So boars have ferocity. They can. They can remain conscious and continue fighting below 0 hit points.
It fucking
That sounds
works.
terrible.
Anything with the tusk is a work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
you gotta deal enough damage equal to their Constitution score in the negative. They gotta get to negative 17 hit points before they die. Okay.
Good lord.
yeah, boys are crazy stuff.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's about to get nasty. Oh no, not that boar of doom.
Oh my god. Let me find out.
Ooh, the murder boar.
Nasir, man, you took out that boar's mate. That boar wasn't happy. That boar that boar gored you
He said
for
his mate.
14 points of damage.
You caught
Took
that
the
Borgor, yo.
All right.
soon as you took one out from the from the side, you try to leap out the way. You just feel
Oh no,
a
not me.
horn
Oh
dig it
no, not me.
dig into your back, and it lifts you up and slams you to the ground.
Wow.
Sorry.
Boar.
That shit.
Mm.
The other two bore they were you can see that they were juveniles. They actually run off, leaving one dead adult boar, and the other 2 boars are fighting.
Hmm.
Keen dodged the one that was attacking him. So I guess you guys can go take your turns again.
All right.
Calvin and Icarus and Quindamir just eating their meal
Yeah, we're
time.
watching the show.
Like just watching this shit.
It's
I can picture
1d20
those.
plus
I can
10.
picture those three just going ooh when fucking Lencia got sprayed.
Right.
I'm like ooh.
Watching on the
I'm
sidelines.
just,
Like,
I'm sitting here and I
dang.
look over to Quindamir and I say, should I take out my bow and help them?
No,
Nah, they got it.
they'll be fine.
So now we get 2 plus the flurry, right? We get 3 attacks.
Yeah. You guys got the flurry, the fucking boars. What's he attacking with? The plus 10?
Oh, a bomb.
Oh, another bomb. Minus what's the touch AC? 50 feet away. It's minus 2. Okay. Roll damage.
All right. Two ones.
Damn, he said 2 ones.
I'm just seeing them in the mechs going through the snow.
Yeah.
So that boar got taken out, and then the other one, the one that was adjacent to it. Failed its reflex, taking damage.
Capcom
So,
was
yeah.
the first video game villain I ever saw that succeeded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
That
rest
just
of them,
leaves
you
the
always
monks
stop.
with the one remaining boar. when the two of you flurry the shit out of it.
All right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the first one is
Didn't stand the
the
chance.
style strike sweep.
He swept the
boars.
board.
He swept the boars. I think he did. He swept the board.
So yep, boar is definitely swept.
He's sweeping the
Works.
board. He triggers
So
my AO.
there's the damage for the boar
You
swept
guys
board.
just see these two hobgoblins just
Yeah. He trips the board.
beating up the boar like it
Yeah.
was Jujutsu Kaisen. That boar
Rocking
was
this boar.
like.
Rocking this boar.
They put a mojito on the
I mean-
fucking board, son.
We need to keep rolling.
Boar's
That
name is
boar like
Mahito.
Mahito, yep. That boar was Mahito. That motherfucker.
Putting pain on his boar.
And then next thing you know, it drops to the ground. Its tongue hanging out. Its eyes lifeless.
Mm.
You guys got some boar meat,
Whaler comes over with the dagger.
and you made two orphan boars nearby.
It'll be all
Roll
right.
alignment checks. Roll alignment checks.
For hunting game?
Yeah.
Oh, evil for hunting game. Y'all gotta be out your mind, son.
Yo, Icarus is definitely starting.
Coulda
Is
left the
definitely going to
mother
be the
alive.
founder of like Pathfinder PETA, yo. This man. It don't matter what kind of animal we're fighting. The thing could be a giant bunyip trying to eat our heads off, and he's like, "Roll alignment for punching the bunyip."
I don't know, man.
Alright.
Those two young boar find the fey creature in the woods. They're like, "Oh, you've lost your parents to hunters.
Mhm.
Allow me to awaken you, so you can see."
And then here
Oh
comes-
my
yeah.
god.
Them
No,
boys
you
grow
know
up. Them boys grow up to be barbarians. They come back.
Bro.
I'm telling you,
And they-
every time
That
we
would
leave,
Why do
only
you
happen
always
in
tell
a
this
fantasy
story?
world.
every
son.
time we leave one of them alive, they come back with fucking levels. Every
Yo,
time.
They're gonna
only
come
in a
back with their
fantasy
fucking.
world, bro.
They're gonna come back with their revenant boar parents.
Oh shit.
Only
Evan's
in
just coming back
fantasy
with
world.
levels.
Oh,
In real
God.
life, a goddamn fucking mountain lion would have killed the goddamn parents, and that would have been the end of it. Fantasy world, nah, they gotta come back with levels. Damn, son.
Oh shit.
You know what? Honestly, all right, I got something.
That's funny.
So we watched the boar kids run off, right?
Yeah.
and I sort of look over at Waylon. And I'm it's like I'm deep in thought, and I'm like, I recall you saying that should our previous victims before we met Mariah come back, that I would allow them to kill me.
Why is it always the barbarian, though?
And Waylon, while that may have been true then, I feel now there's no lesson to be learned in that.
Blood Ragers.
Should they come back, I will defend myself.
There'll be Blood Ragers. How about that?
I will not hurt them, and I will teach them, if they so choose, how to defeat.
That is a better choice. Way less wasteful of the gift of breath that you have going through your lungs right now. Every breath that you take provides a chance that you could make the world that we live in that much better. There's a lot of value in that, and I am glad that you have come around to seeing such a thing.
And then I sort of yell off in the boar's direction. I'm like, "Come back when you're ready."
Oh shit!
What is happening?
We're not only killing animals, we're taunting them now.
Not only killing animals, we're making them a reoccurring villain. We're creating our own fucking villain arcs.
Here's also me like, because I'm, you
Got
guys
a new
may
movie
have
coming
played
out.
with
Killbore.
I know you guys.
Kill Bill.
I know you guys are familiar with like Lou's DM style. I know you guys have played with Lou before. This is me testing the depths of his DM sadism. If this man comes back at level 18 and he's like, "These two boys come out," I'm like,
one has a scar over his eyes closed.
See these two.
Got an eye patch.
See these two grown buff boys with rage,
with
rage in their eyes and magical scars on their body that glow with the rage. They have become blood ragers. They channel the power of fire, the fire of their anger. One begins to cast fireball. Their bodies light aflame as they charge you.
That's so funny.
So, do I have to roll a survival check to skin the boars properly?
I would say yeah.
Although I do show my proper respect to the one that hit Nasir.
That one.
And then if Waylon can't do it,
I want to hit hard.
Calvin can skin him too.
Yeah, you guys could take 10. You really don't need to. Yeah, you could take 10 on the.
Nasir's gonna take a bow, pay his respects to the boy that got him. Lean down, grab his tusk, and punch that shit off. Punches the tusk off.
That's mad funny, yo.
Break it off.
Tusk glove.
He's like, I like it. And he just wants one more tusk for himself and puts it in his pocket.
You continue your journey, you find an area, you find a spot where people have camped before, as they travel about. It being Varicia, in areas that are well traveled, you characters easily find several camping sites or camping grounds, mainly thanks to the Varician people, who have been living here for thousands of years, even before settlers had come and moved in. At some of these campsites, you'd see some of them have shrines built to Desna, and you rest. You rest for the night at one of these sites. where you can see the moon shining above in the night sky and the stars twinkling above, reminding you of actually, it's giving you a sense of like these lands that you're traveling. It's giving you a sense of kind of what the Verisian people you can kind of relate to, like why they're so like protective of these lands.
Okay.
And it's your characters, because of your knowledge and the time you spent in Sandpoint and the time you spent with the people, with both natives and foreigners. You do get a sense of both like the beauty and the mystery and the ancient legacies that the land has within it. And it's could be sort of like an eye opener when you realize how much more there is to see and to explore out there. And probably have some in the group that are excited to go to a place like Magnamar. Others maybe a little nervous or not knowing what to expect. Because from what the only the two in the group that have actually been raised there are Waylon and Quindamere, and they're I'm sure they eagerly share, what they know of Magnamar, which I had posted in WhatsApp. The 2 pages there is like a lot of the information that they're able to share with the group.
Mm-hmm.
You night goes by. You awaken the next morning. Obviously during the night, Nasia's wounds were tended to. Tended to by Icarus, who doubled
I
his.
should have let his wounds just sit there.
Oh shit!
You
could-
can.
you could if you
That's
want.
fine.
That's
fine.
like,
That's fine. Nasir looks at you. He goes, "That's fine. You don't have to."
I'm going to heal you, silly.
Takes his hand away. He's like, "I'll be all right. I will heal myself."
Wholeness of bodies.
so, during the second day, you make your way towards. You're halfway to Magnamar. Well, a little more than halfway, I should say. Second day goes by, and you start to see other travelers along the road up ahead, coming from. You start to see you start to see more ships in the waters, and this is where Waylon and Quindamere know that they'll be able to come up on a low hill that the road goes over, and like from that hill before it descends back down, they'll be able to get a really good view of the city.
Mm.
And the big ass bridge, Giants Run, I think it's called, or something like that.
The Irispan.
Irispan, there we go. I was mixing up Forgotten Realms, fucking Giants Run. Iron Spire Bridge.
And
Do you see
there
that,
you
brother?
go. That's what it looks. There's the view.
We are back home. Everyone, come closer. Take a look at the view.
Yo, we need a fucking airship.
You will
now.
not see this
We need an airship right now.
for at least several miles. Again, if you ever happen to travel that far in your life, this is called the entire span. The welcoming arms of Nagrama to all those people seeking to be free and against prejudice.
Oh,
Do you know the motto, brother?
Mostly against Caravosa. Screw that place.
Oh shit.
Corvosa. Yeah, they're rivals. They're
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Caborsa is their political rivals, right?
trade rivals.
Trade rivals.
Sounded
But
like you was about to say the whole
Yeah,
Statue of Liberty.
Corvosa's over here.
They're to the
So,
east, right?
yep. Yeah, best way to get there is you sail across Conqueror's Bay and enter this strait, I think it's called. I need to brush up on my geography. And yeah, there's Corvosa. Yeah, I learned a lot of geographical terms playing D&D. I've seen all these fucking terrain names. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's a marsh? What's a what's a vale?
Wow.
What's a valley? Like I was just
Like the
looking all
difference
sorts of
between
shit
them,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. What's a
You know.
gully? What's a I'm like, damn, they keep giving me all these geographical terms because I'm trying to visualize it,
What's
but
a
I'm like,
grotto?
I can't fucking what's a grotto? I'm trying to visualize it. I'm like, well, got no choice. I'm learning. I gotta look this shit up. And Google some images. Okay, that's what it is. All right.
That's how I feel about Final Fantasy 11. But there's far more detail in D&D. Quentin Ridge coming from one last point and mentioned the motto of Magnamar. He looks to his brother and he says, "Do you remember that motto?"
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, there is their motto. I just read
no,
that earlier
Mato or
today.
Maglima?
Where freedom can never be lost.
Hold up. Let me go to my notes right quick.
He looks at
He's like,
he looks at his hobgob brothers, and he goes, "In Magnamar, I'm not sure about any place else, but here, you make your name with coin. That is the ultimate. That is the god of this city. Coin. Some of us have it. Some of us do not. And there, points again. While we still have a view, it points to the part of the city. Seems to be a little. Actually, I don't really know which part is the. Is it in the center? I have to look at the damn picture again of Magnamar, but where the shadow is. Shadow side.
So right there, right
The
where
shadow side is underneath the bridge.
talking about underbridge. So dockway. So look at what you see where the bridge is at to the right of the bridge. That all along the coastline.
That's the have not.
Would be Dockway. That would be the district.
Mm.
That would be the district.
It's a place where
that you get
the sun doesn't really hit.
Wayland and Underbridge is
Underbridge is where the sun
Underbridge is
doesn't
literally
hit.
under the bridge.
Right, that's the slide.
And then
oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then to the right of Underbridge, all the way where you can see the docks and the ships coming in, like all that area is all
That's
Dockway.
Dockway.
In fact, there you go.
Mhm.
I got you characters covered. Got your shit covered.
In Maglimar, particularly Dockway.
And you guys are coming from the Lost Coast Road, so if you look at the top of that image, you're going to be entering through, looks like the Alabaster District.
Uh-oh.
No VV. So put the Alabaster, the Darkway is not only just a place where Quendemir and I were raised, born and raised to be exact, but Maglimar can boast that it has the largest market in Varisia, known as the Bazaar of Sales. When we go there, you will see, as far as your eyes can take you, nothing but ships bringing in goods and also exporting goods.
You can see them if you look. Look at how many of them coming in and out of the of the bay. We should be able to see them from where we're looking, right? Like
Yeah,
this image is what we're looking at, right? Yeah, so you'll be able to
yeah,
see them.
from like
All
from
those
the vi-
ships, all those ships, all those ships.
So in the distance, way
It's
in the
like Port
distance,
Jeff and
you
the
guys
bitch.
are gonna be coming, yeah, from the northern end of that picture, from the northern end of this picture.
it is said that the city was founded by Arcadia Andros himself. Yes, the very same mortal turned god. Supposedly, he came across early Maglemar before anyone settled. And right there, where you see that bridge that seems partially that a partial bridge, that particular place is where he faced a great sea creature. Helping to
Oh
defeat the
yeah.
sea creature was what is known by mortals as an angel or a divine creature, was said to come down and also help in the defeat of that creature. And upon defeating that creature, they decided that they would settle here. And those were the first people to settle here in Maglimar. That is why the national flag for Maglimar is an angel over a bridge, white
That's
with
true.
and sky blue. Because Maglimar, known as the city of monuments, they revere angels in the highest degree. A particular subset of angels that they worship almost on the level of deities themselves. It is said that if you walk the streets and you pay homage to the monuments, particularly those belonging to the angels, then you can be blessed with a particular boon.
Hmm.
But those are only sayings, I believe. But you know what they say about sayings? They are only sayings until all of a sudden they become true. There is a
And
legal system here for those who are not aware. It is called a
Couldn't make
justice
be
court.
winking at that comment, but go ahead.
It is called a justice court. They handle all of the legal issues here. There's a council of ushers and a lord mayor. The council of ushers pretty much serves as a checks and balance, but it is the lord mayor that makes the final decisions.
Let's
Educate.
not bore them too much with all the politics. I'm sure they are starving. Wait until
Quindamere.
they try the food over in oh shit, over in uh, what's where do you go to school at? I go to I know my shit.
It's actually
No,
where
in
you went
In
to school,
Keystone, right?
Keystone. Yeah, they have like the best
Okay.
food there.
We have to take them to the Keystone District. Oh, Lewis, I need a name, bro. I need to name drop.
It's a nature.
Little Zoo's food truck on 112th and 50th Street. That one.
There you go, baby. I like it. Yeah. How did you know about my See, even as far as the monasteries, they know about the food in Keystone. Let us be off. Let us be off
Indeed.
on
Quindamere,
our way.
I have a question.
But
You mentioned the place is ruled by coin and without prejudice. When you say
I
that,
mean,
do you deem this to be necessary? And I'm gesturing at my mask.
your characters are the Wayland and the Deepvale brothers are aware that because of how much foreign export this place gets, they
like Manhattan.
there's really not a lot of in the lower echelons of society at least. There's really they don't really discriminate.
It's like Manhattan.
Mhm.
And And the
You never
more,
been to Manhattan?
huh? Oh yeah, well, yeah. It's like man.
I consider it Manhattan. I consider Magnum like Manhattan. A lot of culture, but obviously the higher you go, you
Yeah,
might run into
yeah.
that.
You
But
got
the
your
truth
bougie.
of
You
the
got your
matter
bougie.
is,
Yeah, you
I'll,
got
man,
your bougie types in
I'll
the
put it
upper
to you
places
this
too.
way, Rakim. This city is so large that no one will blink an eye at hobgoblins. However, if you intend to go to the summit without your mask on, regardless of whether you had it on or off, you would be looked at and escorted out with
great taste.
politeness.
Pretty much depends on what
The,
district you're in. Yeah.
the summit is the district in which the richest, the very 1% of the entire city all live on that one location. It is the highest point, of course, of the entire city, which is why it is called the summit. It is also the place with the highest property tax, as you can imagine. Walking into that place requires you to be the most wealthy and elite of the entire city. It is my father's life goal, or was, rest in peace, Baba, that he would
Rest in peace.
that he would raise himself to a stature and a level of success that he would be able to buy a plot of land on the summit. We
We
intend
will
to
make
carry
that
on this
dream.
dream.
We will make that dream a reality. I know it, brother.
Of course.
Tell them you must see this through.
Then I will ask this of you, and
Too.
I'm gonna take my mask off and put it away.
Mhm.
And again, I've mentioned it before. Like when I found the ever burning torch, there's definitely like an uncharacteristic, like childish, like excitement on Rakim's face looking at this place. And I'm like, I will rely on you to tell me when I need it again. But this
Well, you
place
will know.
looks amazing.
Mm.
I'm looking
Magna
forward to it.
moderns are not the time to hide their impulses or expressions.
If I may let you know one thing, as you look around, you will probably find that out of every particular type of ethnicity, every particular type of people that you come across here in Maglimar, the people that receive the most backlash and the most social scorn will not be hobgoblins, but will actually be the Shiwanti.
Mm,
The
Shalom.
Shiwanti are looked at as those who are always up to no good, always looking to rob you, and always looking to start a fight.
Waylon racist,
Little more
huh?
than savages.
Unfortunately, they have a bad reputation within the city because the city, well, for all intents and purposes, this particular land was
I'm telling
occupied
you,
by the
nigga.
Shiwanti originally. They were displaced people. And as they try to find their culture within the walls of Maglimar, not being people who are particularly used to city life, they fell into situations where they had to survive by breaking the law and by doing crimes. Not all Shiwanti, but unfortunately, it is the ones who are in that particular lifestyle that have colored everyone's perspective in Maglimar against them.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, ethnic wise, the caste system appears to be like Shawanti, the Shawanti people, the Varisians, and then the Chiliacs are like usually like in the higher class, or Chiliacs Varisian mix. Um,
Mhm.
So yeah,
there,
this break in Rakim's normal demeanor. I just kind of want to stress again is like, because he told you guys like how we came up, and so from coming from that harsh ass like militaristic, getting our asses kicked, hobgoblin and everybody else, like hate everyone else, and then going to Mariah, having her teach us, and like that's not the only way, but we are also like secluded at that point with her.
Right.
So there's always this definite like straight-faced fucking awkwardness in social situations, but like
That's
right now
appropriate.
it's like you're seeing that, like just like when he found that torch, like when I say childlike, like we're 16 years old, yo. Like this is like like kid in the
Right.
candy shop
It's
moment we were talking about earlier. This is like
Yeah.
Mhm.
holy shit, look at this place. Like
Yeah. Well, it's on point. Hopefully, Quindamir says, I can see just how excited you are, Rakim. And I like to see when people are, it's always nice to see when foreigners, outsiders come and see Magnamar for the first time. They are always stricken with awe. Sort of like how you are right now. It will pass.
Yeah.
It
Sounds
will
like
pass.
Yahweh right now.
Yeah, it will pass, like most things. But enjoy this. Get to know the city and its people.
But
I
also
would
keep
suggest
your
start with
mind
the
sharp.
food.
Because
Oh.
just like we know that you are new to the city, there are those who are looking at you and will try to take advantage of the fact that they know you are new to the city too. Particularly those who are part of the Scarnetti gang, the Scarney gang. There are also gangs of Shawanti. And particularly if you look underneath that bridge where the shadow lays, that is also known as Underbridge or the Shadowlands. It is a place, unfortunately, rife
What a
with
name.
crime and rife with ne'er-do-wells. People who would love to take advantage of and con you out of your money and even some cases your freedom.
Yep.
So keep a sharp mind. You're in a very large city, full of good
Lou.
people, but mostly also full of bad people as well.
Or does that mean, Lou, can I just like take 20 on sense motive like I do in real life?
He said
Yeah.
He just does it in real life. 20?
Yeah, that
In real
sense
life?
move's gonna
Yeah.
take you far here, bro.
If you've got that time, that's like 20 minutes on a particular person. I mean, I could have it where your characters are, as they walk into town, they're taking 10, obviously, for sense motive. Yeah.
I mean, I will say this: whatever it is, I mean, yeah, whatever the
Taking
being
20
a new
taking
place
20,
like this,
yeah,
I would.
would be
Rakim would definitely be
a
on
hard
high
focus for-
alert,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
perception, and
the same of
everything.
us.
Like,
Right.
And in fact, this is the city's assaulting your senses in ways you've never experienced. So now you got to learn
yeah,
to hone that perception and sense motive. This is where
This
your
gonna be some crazy shit.
it's where your future ranks of
Right.
perception and sense motive come from.
To give you an idea of what I mean, Rakim and
this would be
Nasir,
like taking a kid that lived in a basement his whole life and stick him in Times
Right.
Square for the first time.
Like, here you go.
Right.
to
Here
give
you
you
go.
an idea, Nasir and Rakim, of what I mean, there are particular situations in which children are coming up missing, only to be found forced into forced labor and slavery by being kidnapped and taken to the Shadowlands, aka Underbridge. That's terrible, where your child can be kidnapped and forced into child labor. So, watch yourselves.
So here, the Western
Are
Edge.
you implying that I am a child?
I am implying that you are new to city life, and as sharp as you
Although-
may be, there's
although
someone
I
that
am-
could con you
Although
into
I am
situations.
16, I will have you know that we are nearly 17.
I like it.
Oh, I feel like I knew he wasn't talking. I just knew he wasn't talking about us, brother. I completely missed it. No.
I'm just right away thinking about how kids like try to say they're grown because
Right. It is exactly what that
Oh, we're
reminded me of.
definitely gonna be.
Exactly what it reminded me
We're
of.
absolutely gonna be some jokes like right after this. We're gonna turn around and like,
I'm
oh,
16
let's
and
go.
a half.
So here,
Right.
16 and 3/4.
here,
Right.
I
here
was
on
born
the
first.
here your characters are on the western edge of the land of Varisia, along the southern reaches of a beautiful stretch known as the Lost Coast, where this you can see in the far distance beyond the city the swampy expanse of the Mush Fens and the coiling length of the Yanda Bakari River. And they come to a stark and dramatic end in the shadow of a striking limestone escarpment jutting from the cliffs. Varisian legends have long regarded the place as a blessed resting spot for celestial messengers, and the wanderers would often visit in hopes of seeing an angel and gaining the good fortune in such a portent presaged. Yet the upthrust mass of stone itself is overshadowed by an even greater sight, the Ire Span, one of ancient Thassalon's most prominent ruins. As Quindamir gets a flashback of his younger days, where he would stare at that bridge and think of the wonders and the might that such an empire once possessed, especially their magic. For those
Especially
magic,
at the net.
for the magic, it was so strong that even today, 10,000 years later, that magic's still sitting, and it's still holding up and even still infused into that stonework.
Oh wow.
It's known also as the Giant's Bridge. This ruined causeway juts out from the sea cleft nearly 400 feet with its
Oh,
ruined.
so I wasn't bugging. It was called Giants. I said Giants Run.
He said Giant's Run, yeah.
You did. You did.
Giant's
You did.
Run is a span of
He was close.
mountains in Forgotten
Yeah,
Realms.
Forgotten Realms.
Yeah. Shit, I'm starting to know more geography of the fantasy world than the fucking real.
For real.
Oh shit.
You've been doing this too long, bro.
Right. give me a world geography test and a Faerun geography test, and I'll ace the Faerun one.
I can see that shit happening with you. Shit is crazy.
That shit would be
Oh,
hilarious.
shit.
All right, we need to make that happen live on Twitch now.
Right. This ruined causeway juts out from the sea cleft nearly 400 feet, with its ruined pilings extending farther out to sea, giving the unmistakable impression of ancient grandeur. Be it the point at which angels descended from the heavens to bless their Varisian wards, or the ancient site of forgotten commerce and travel, the region has long captivated the imaginations of those who beheld it. Its position at the mouth of Varisia's mightiest river, and at the southernmost safe harbor on the mainland, only further ensured that the site would one day host a magnificent city. And here your characters are today in that city, known as Magnamar, the City of Monuments.
City of Monuments.
Built in the shadow of megaliths, Magnamar endlessly endeavors to surpass the overwhelming scale and grandeur of the ancient wonders that litter the Varisian landscape. It's a place of great opportunity, social stress, and cold beauty. The city exudes the air of a southern metropolis seeking to rise above its ignoble beginnings as a refuge for Kovosan outcasts to become a beacon of culture and freedom in an unforgiven land. Quindamir is aware a big part of Magnamar's history was a migration of many residents of Korvosa coming to the west to help settle Magnamar.
Which is ironic
Mm.
because that's the same backstory for Sandpoint. It's basically noble houses from
Yeah.
Maglamar that went
Yep.
up trying to like start something new, make some money, and they started Sandpoint.
Pretty much. Motherfuckers got tired of the competition. They're like, you know what? Let's go to a place where there is none, and then that place becomes a big city, and then that's how civilization expands. Yet its towering monuments, elegant gardens, ostentatious architecture, and elaborate sculptures form but a cracked mask over a struggling government and a desperate people in need of
Mhm.
heroes. And so thus Magnamar today, as a visitor to the city would be stunned to learn that the sprawling city is only a few decades over 100 years of age. It's like half the age of the United States, pretty much. The city's
Damn.
sprawling slate rooftops and marble avenues stretch from the foundations of the Irispan to beyond the western banks of the Yandabakari River. A sheer cliff, the sea cliff, cuts through the city's heart. It divides Magnamar into its two major sections, the summit upon the cliff's top, and then the shore below it. There is a third area, which was discussed, the shadow, which lies beneath the Irispan Bridge, a place where the sun rarely reaches and the city's failures and corruption hold blatant reign. It is the second largest city in Varissia, as Magnamar still wages its mostly bloodless war of coins and lies with Corvosa to the east. Both city-states vie for control over vassal communities, natural resources, and trade with the cosmopolitan south. Ever since Lady Wilrin's prayer saved the city and shattered the sea cliff spire, Magnamar has welcomed those who would shape their own fates by the sweat of their brows and the keenness of their wits, regardless of your race or your beliefs. To this end, the city has opened its gates and harbor to all corners, encouraging traders from many lands to discover the wonders of Varissia away from the excessive taxes and regulations of Corvosa. Yet, in greater safety than is offered by pirate havens such as Riddleport. In an ironic turn, relations with the Shoanti people have steadily worsened as the city grew, the leaders perhaps unintentionally fostering the same sort of classist discrimination and oppression that drove them from the east. Whatever the cause, those Shoanti who live in Magnamar are forced to lurk in the worst corners of the city, often working as gladiators in the Serpent's Run, or as aristocrats, tame, savage, quote-unquote, bodyguards. Since the establishment of a formal city government about 100 years ago, Magnamar has been led by two political bodies. There's the Council of Ushers and the Office of the Lord Mayor. And when the city was established, this egalitarian arrangement was meant to assure that no one person would have too prominent a voice in the city-state's governing. But after about 100 years, though, this noble effort has become embroiled in bureaucracy, paper shuffling, and the ambition of its members. There is a third political body. There's a third political body that does operate outside of the city government. It is known as the Varissian Council. It was formed at the request of the city's elders 80 years ago. And the Varissian Council is a group that ensures that the Magnamarian government doesn't infringe upon the rights and the traditions of the land's Varissian natives. Unfortunately for the city's small but quite active Shoanti element, this level of understanding did not extend to them. And so the Shoanti people of the Quaz, which is I think their term for clans, they often find themselves distrusted at best and unfairly persecuted at worst. Typically, more than 16,000 people make their homes in Magnamar. Majority of them consisting of humans, and they are usually mixed Chelish and Varissian descent. Although while your characters are aware that they are Chelaxian people here, they are anything but Chelaxians in mind and spirit. The people of Magnamar actually just prefer to be called Magnamarians, or even just Varissians. The city also boasts the largest semi-settled population of Varisians in the region, about 2,000 residents, with fewer of them during the spring and summer, as they tend to travel out. They travel away from the city during those times. And besides the region's native nomads, the city hosts a second transient population. Thousands of regular traders from far-flung foreign locales, from places such as Absalom, Chiliax, and even Osirian. Many of these merchants and emissaries have homes that they reside in Magnamar while they're passing through. But when they're not, when this on the off seasons that they're not here, a lot of those homes remain empty. And so as a result, there are times where whole city blocks, usually particularly within the shore, they'll appear deserted for months out of the year. The Magnamarians show their affiliation with the City of Monuments through symbolism, and the colors are blue and silver. They claim the osprey as its mascot, and they also identify with angels of all types, as seen in many of the city's carvings.
Very, very American.
America, fuck yeah!
I think that was on purpose. Continue.
Now,
That's why I said Manhattan earlier.
damn, open the tab, please. Thank you. The tab took mad long to open. I'm like, what the fuck? Is this it? Yes. So, for game purposes, all right, as a whole, the city as a whole, its corruption modifier is +2, meaning if you were to make bluff checks against city officials or guards and stealth checks made outside, you would receive an extra +2 bonus to get that done.
I like that.
The crime level. The crime level of the city grants your characters a +2 bonus on sense motive checks to avoid being bluffed.
Oh shit. Okay.
And to sleight of hand checks to avoid being and on sleight of hand checks to pickpocket.
Ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but
the
my best sleight of hand is pretty fucking good.
The economy, however.
Wait, that's what happens. That's what happens just being in the city.
Yeah, those are the bonuses characters have just being in the city.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because the corruption level measures how open the settlement's officials are to bribes, how honest its citizens are, and how likely anyone in town is going to even report a crime. So if there's a low corruption, it indicates a high level of civic honesty, which obviously it's if the bonuses are high because the corruption's high, then obviously it's the opposite.
Okay.
The crime level measures a settlement's lawlessness. So settlements that have low crime modifiers typically relatively safe, and violent crimes are usually rare. While settlements that have a high crime modifier, they're likely to have like a powerful thieves guild or some other significant problem with violence. So yeah, your characters have a +2 bonus to your sense motive to avoid being bluffed, and a +2 bonus to pickpocket. As for the economy, this indicates how the health of its trade and the wealth of its successful citizens. The modifier here is +5, meaning you can apply that +5 bonus anytime you are going to try and make money. So it is a +5 bonus on craft, perform, and profession checks to generate income.
Yup. It was a
That's
good
what I
decision
like
to
to
come here and then fucking coin up, yo.
Coin up. Coin up.
And then you got the law. The law will measure how strict the laws and edicts are. Those with low law modifiers doesn't mean they're necessarily crime-ridden. It just means that they have little need. There's so little need for protection since crime is so rare. But a high law
Okay.
modifier means that the settlement's guards are particularly alert, vigilant, well organized. So obviously, a higher law modifier, the more militaristic the place is probably going to be. Um,
Okay. Okay.
Magnamar has a +2 bonus to that, meaning you have a +2 bonus on intimidate checks made to force an opponent to act friendly,
Mm,
and a +2 bonus to diplomacy checks on government officials,
mm.
as well as a +2 bonus on diplomacy checks made to call for the city guard if there's trouble.
All of this sounds like music to my ears.
Fucking Karen.
There
Let me
is
stop.
a there is a law.
You
There
took
is a
Karen.
uh,
Icarus.
okay. I
The
hate.
recent Karen. Go
So
ahead.
there's a lore um modifier, and then there's a lore modifier, LORE. um,
Okay.
a settlement's LORE modifier. um,
Okay.
that measures not only how willing citizens are to chat and talk with visitors, but it also measures how available and accessible its libraries and its sages are. Low lore modifiers doesn't mean citizens are idiots. It's just that they're either closed-mouthed or they simply lack the
They don't fuck with you.
resources. Whereas a higher modifier, um, for Magnamar, it's +6, meaning this +6 bonus on
Damn.
diplomacy checks to gather information,
Oh wow.
and +6 bonus to knowledge checks if you use the city's resources to do some research if you go to a library.
Time to hang out in fucking Magnamore. We need to get a fucking HQ base of operations in Magnamore.
Sandpoint
What were
has
we getting
these.
from the
Sandpoint has these numbers also,
House of the
but
Bluestone library?
Sandpoint has +0 corruption, +0 crime, +0 law. It's got +1 to its economy and +2 to its law.
Yeah, see, it's
Compared,
a baby compared to
there's a
fucking
baby,
Magnamore.
yeah. The final one is society. This will measure how open-minded and civilized a settlement's citizens are. A low modifier might mean many of them harbor prejudices or are overly suspicious of out-of-towners. With the higher modifier means that the citizens are used to diversity and unusual visitors, and that they respond better to well-spoken attempts at conversation. So the society modifier for Magnamar is +1, giving your characters a +1 bonus on all disguise checks, as well as on diplomacy checks to change the attitude of a non-government official.
Mm.
And in case your characters ever need to, in case you as the players ever need that information again, I have it listed to the side.
Right there.
If you scroll down, you can see you scroll down, you can see the modifiers for the corruption. If you scroll down further, it'll I have it typed out what the modifiers would apply to.
Okay.
And so your characters have entered through into I know I originally said Alabaster, I meant Naos, the Naos district. Yeah, I have
Naos district.
the
NAOS.
NAOS. And there it is you can see on the right side where it overlaps the city map, and then obviously on the left as it zoomed up. The Naos district um,
Nose.
knows. It is also known as the Grand Arch. It is also known as the New Money District. And now each district also has like their own modifiers. What I showed you was like the generic for the whole city. It's for the city as a whole. But like each district does also have like its own modifier. Like Naos actually has a society of +3 as opposed to like Magnamar's as a whole a +1. So like if you're in the Naos district, you'll have an easier time. You have a bigger bonus with the people in that district than you would say, in another district. Um,
Okay.
Here in the Niles district, is home to many merchants and comfortable families. Uh, the district is disparagingly called the New Money District by local aristocrats. Despite the disdainful comments of the elite, however, Naos is actually one of the most welcoming and well-kept parts of Magnamar. So basically, as your characters are entering the city, you are greeted fully with a display of of what the city has to offer. Um, and their relatively small neighborhood of Vista, there are high-class shops, restaurants, businesses, and the offices of mercantile concerns perched atop the sea cliff's edge. And here, the citizens of the district can enjoy the convenience of shopping without having to venture down to the shore and rub shoulders with the working class. The shops of Vista are remarkably open to visitors from the lower districts, though, as long as visitors from the less affluent districts don't cause too many disruptions to paying customers. The illusion of more patrons is always welcome. Whereas the Grand Arch is the largest of the neighborhoods, and that stretches from the Twins Gate to the heart of the upper cliff. This is where many of Magnamar's middle class and simple shop owners live comfortably, and a surprising number of the area's homes stand unoccupied much of the time. It's the homes of foreign merchants and travelers whose business tends to take them elsewhere, but who desire a comfortable living upon their return from their travels. And here the street names are not marked, an only partially successful ploy to complicate and deter the easy organization and orchestration of burglaries in the area. And so here your characters are, and your first thing that you need to know is where Foxglove Manor is. So for those with the knowledge local checks, as you can roll that to see if your characters recall it. Obviously, it would be easier for someone like Waylon and Quindamir to make to beat the DC to such a check since they were raised in Magnamar.
I know I think it's +9. Double check.
If the local check is not a success, all is not lost. Your characters can easily make diplomacy checks to gather information to find it.
Wow. Nice.
Waylon doesn't know. Nasir.
Yo. That's fucking funny.
This is funny because I guess I would need to also explain how Nasir would know such a fucking thing.
You
Because
heard
his
some
knowledge.
rumors, man.
Please do, Lou.
And that's
Calvin knows
How exactly does he know this?
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Caldum knows. Caldum got a 24.
I want some
Look,
specifics on
Calvin's
that.
151 years old. If you think he hasn't passed through Magnamar
I was
before,
saying,
you're sadly mistaken.
yeah.
See, that's
But
good.
that's what's fucked up is you passed through Maglamar, didn't say what's up to your half brothers. So like,
Yeah.
shit.
Fucking jerk.
Didn't we explain this earlier? In
yeah,
the story?
right. Elf shit, right?
Elf shit.
We've already
Yeah, this is
explained
elf
it.
shit.
Look, it's
That's
time
how
for
we
Waylon and
explained it away.
Quindamir to get over it. Okay, we've had this discussion. Okay.
There he go again with that bullshit.
Hey, I'm sorry that mom raised us with a broken family. Okay.
Nasir,
Dang.
you remember that the reason you remember such a thing is because yes, you have a little. See, you have a rank in local, so you've trained yourself to.
Do y'all really want me to roll this?
You've trained yourself. He got a 20 total, which is what was needed.
Okay. Okay.
You've
Quindamir looking at you like,
Nasir's learns to train himself to pay attention and try to memorize things that he normally wouldn't have done because of his profession, because of his role. He's a monk. He's not usually concerned of politics and and local street stuff and customs and whatnot. He just knows from what he hears, and maybe he retains the information, maybe it doesn't. But he's trained himself to he's learned to not to be entirely ignorant, and has trained himself to learn to recall such things because they might be important. He does remember a conversation he's had with Caldum, in fact. Um, that Caldum had brought up. Nasir remembered it, and it was because Caldum was curious. Once the identity of the gas was learned, during off-screen panel downtime, during the 3 days, in fact, freaking Caldum had already looked a little bit into whether Foxglove had any holdings still in Magnamar, and he did. He learned from local residents of Sandpoint that they do have a townhouse out there. And Nasir recalled, he remembered that. He remembered there being a townhouse, and it was actually located in the Knowledge District. Um, so yeah, the two of you recognize, the two of you recall that where you're entering into with um, once Waylon and Quindamio, well, once Waylon had mentioned, this would be the Knowledge District. The two of you were like, oh, we this is where you tell the rest of the party, like, yeah, this is where
Mm.
Foxglove's townhouse would be located in, and
Mm-hmm.
Waylon didn't know that. I doubt he would want
Wayland's
to.
response
I
is
doubt he would want to share that.
goes,
I
"Oh,
don't
really?
know.
And what makes you so sure?"
Well, you guys can answer that. What makes you so sure?
Shut up, Lewis.
I mean, I'm looking at
He
Nasir like
said, "What makes you
confused
so
myself.
sure,
Like,
buddy?"
Nasir.
Nasir's gone.
He's
I did.
always gone.
All right. Oh, he
Now,
put
serious,
No,
himself.
like,
I'm
I
here.
said what I
I'm here.
said.
No, I'm
The
here.
end.
No, I'm here. I'm here. That's
Come
serious.
on,
Like, he's
man.
like, I no, no, no. I remember I was smoking the pipe weed, and you said something about a townhouse, and it was like downtown. I can't quite remember.
That's what a
It
toilet
was
look like.
something.
All right.
It was like it's like kind of foggy.
Mm.
I feel
Well,
like
maybe I will chalk that up to some good old fashioned luck. You got lucky. It was a lucky guess.
Hmm
yo
I'll take
this
it. I'll take it too.
A Loki gift.
this shit feels like that scene from Half Baked. He's like, I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know why.
I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know why, but I do.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's funny. So I don't know why, but I do. I just trust him.
Oh, the other thing is the Deepvale brothers are both aware of this as well. This
Hmm.
the namesake of the
Magic.
place, the magic of the monuments. So the
Uh-oh.
founders of Magnamar were adventurers, and thus the spirit of the adventurer and the explorer keeps the heart and soul of Magnamar alive. Thus, it's no surprise that the monuments in the city are well known for often having ties to adventuring themes. In addition, many of the major works are known to have been magically empowered over the years. Although the source of these enhancements are hotly debated, some assume that they were created by now dead or anonymous spellcasters as a gift to the city, while others suspect that these magical effects represent the legacy of the ancient Thessalonian wizardry that's still lingering in the stones. But in truth, these effects are manifestations of the mysterious patrons of the Sea Clef region. The ancient imperial lords so beloved and venerated over the past several thousand years by Varisia's native people. And thus these lords have welcomed the land's newest settlers. Their welcome is subtle. So in many of the monuments detailed within the city, they can offer boons to those who perform minor acts of worship and respect to Magnamar.
Oh yeah, I mentioned
Its
that.
monuments, yeah, and the imperial lords that watch over the city. So if you are a non-evil intelligence creature and you perform a specific act, you perform the specific act before the monument in question, and you succeed at a skill check, you can awaken the monument's magic and gain a bonus for the next 24 hours the related to the monument's theme. A single person can never have more than one monument granted bonus in effect at any one time, and attempts to gain a second bonus before the first wears off will automatically fail. Also, you can only attempt to benefit from a monument a number of times in a week equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of once per week for those that have low charisma. um, the city of Magnamar responds most often to those who carry themselves with greater poise and personality. Obviously, Waylon and Quindamir will be completely aware of Dockway's monuments, um, their home district.
I sure hope so.
Their monument
Right.
is the Eyes of the Hawk. It's a
Yeah,
monument that
Mm-hmm.
the
Hand of the
monument
hawk. I said,
the two
it's
twins that fucking that saved the city by taking on the Shrensri. They're like
the Shrizix.
these the Shriziks, these spidery aberrations that are held prisoner inside of the Giant's Bridge.
This
What
monument,
happened was someone tried to
Mhm.
use the stone before they made rules to not use the magic stone of that
Mhm.
bridge. Basically, someone found that the building material, if you build something out of that stone, it enhances whatever you're trying to construct. So they started harvesting stone from the bridge, and in doing so, they released those creatures that were being held inside of it. And the Band of the Hawk, which is just these two twin brothers that led
the
these
Eyes
two
of the
There's a
Hawk.
few of
magical
them. There's a few of them, but
yeah,
the brothers lead it.
yeah, the two twin brothers got together with like a band of adventurers, and they defeated them and reprisoned them back inside the bridge. And then after that, they basically made a rule where it was like, okay, there is no harvesting the stone at all. If you're
Yeah,
caught harvesting the stone, you're automatically like locked up
you can
and
only take the stone that falls from it. So like
Mhm.
if
Like
you go
naturally.
if you go towards the dockway, you could see several ships near the bridge waiting for chunks of stone to fall off naturally so that they could sail over and quarry that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the monument depicts the twin wizards, Kaylin and Romray Vanderale. As
Van
as
the
as
Vanderbilt twins.
Matt had already explained the story to that, and that had happened 4623 AR, so about 80 years ago. Um, the boon
Is it
for
4700?
yeah, it's 4707.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So it's relatively. It's only been like 7 years since Grover's been the Lord Mayor. Okay.
yeah, yeah, it's only been 7 years he's been in office. Um,
Okay.
if you study the monument's complex carvings for 10 minutes, you can attempt a DC 15 perception check. And a success will grant you a +1 morale bonus on all weapon damage against aberrations for 24 hours. The bonus goes up by 1 for every 5 points that you beat the DC of 15. So that's the boon of the Eyes of the Hawk monument.
Whoosh.
So yeah, your characters do know that the Foxglove Townhouse is right here in the Knowledge District. I'd say you easily gather info. I wouldn't even really require a roll. Your characters easily ask exactly. You ask where in the Knowledge District, and the natives, they give you directions with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're ready to make your way there, you can.
Yep.
Y'all want to do that? Y'all want to do that right now?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
sensitive, man.
Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
You make your way towards
Making our way down.
right.
Making our way
Gotta be
down
thinking
now.
Going down
shit.
dark way and I'm homebound.
So as you're making your way through Naos, it starts to feel. You notice that this district feels almost as if it was a miniature city within Magnamar, where you could find a mix of residential neighborhoods. You see markets, you see government agencies, you see temples, and they're all within a relatively short distance of one another. The large number of well-to-do inhabitants ensures that the city watch would patrol the region as well. Even were the watch itself not based in this district, dozens upon dozens of shops and merchant stalls. They sell goods and services ranging from groceries to jewelry, fine clothes to magic items, oxen to rare birds, chimney sweeping to fortune telling, and more. The streets
Fortune
here,
telling.
yeah. The streets here are mostly paved with stones, with only the narrowest alleys downgraded to cobblestones. Um,
I will be hanging out in the Naus district.
on your way to Foxglove Townhouse, you you pass by a rather large temple, and Waylon would smile at this temple because this is the Cathedral of Abadar is in this district.
Yeah.
It is the largest temple in all of Magnamar, in fact.
Mm.
A
Oh, god damn.
sprawling stone
That makes sense.
structure that also serves as the primary bank and moneylender, not only for Magnamar but also for the entire region of Western Varissia. Wayland has made back in Sandpoint several business dealings with from Sandpoint, whenever your characters got loot and he was trying to manage all of that, like he would have to do inquiries with this cathedral between between the shrine that's in Sandpoint to the cathedral here in Magnamar.
That shit was founded by the Rothschilds, bro.
There are dozens of acolytes, priests, and paladins that serve here. Um, your characters pass through, and you see another tall structure. It's actually the tallest structure in Magnamar, and it's a wonder in a city of architectural feats. But this structure in this district is about 400 feet tall. It climbs the entire length of the sea cliff, extending nearly 100 feet above Naos itself. And in the simplest senses, the Great Tower is actually the garrison of the city's watch and small military, as well as being a quick city-controlled connection between the shore and the summit. But despite these mundane uses, the tower is considered a symbol of the city's unity, ambition, as well as its history. There's also a temple of Iomade, a fortress-like temple within the Naos district. So it's definitely a district that's well policed, I guess is the word. You even pass by a sign that overlooks a villa that you're walking by, and you easily recognize the name of the villa. It's the Kaijitsu Villa.
Mm.
So
Yep.
So the woman that runs the Rusty Dragon Inn, her relatives would be here. Um, there's also the Devon Villa. Mayor Devon's
Yep.
relatives would be there in that villa, but your characters keep moving along as um you're looking for Foxglove Manor, and eventually, despite being distracted by the the various places and shops and having to avoid several merchants trying to sell you their wares real quick.
No, let me sell you our wares, okay?
For real.
Do we,
I got a
um,
counter
we have,
offer for you, sir.
because
do we,
a
we,
lot
do we
of those
have,
merchants can see, oh, this looks like an adventuring band, and they're coming through with a wagon and some horses. Like they got money. What's going on here?
we had the dudes trying to put friendship bracelets on your fucking wrist. Like, what did you
Right.
go through?
You're like these elves must be richer that for them to hire hobgoblin bodyguards. They got money. Yeah, what the fuck? They should be
They're like
killing
the
each
dudes
other.
in the mall when you walk past the kiosk. They're trying to sell
Yeah.
you sunglasses and shit. Like,
Actually, I didn't even
Um,
ask. Yo, not here's a question. Uh, Matt, Nasir, did you?
Yeah,
I took my mask off. Did you do the same, or are you leaving yours on?
not surely is his he's uncomfortable.
where?
It's like Nasir looks around, the city's too big for you. It's like I don't like it. I don't trust that many people. So he just leaves his mask on.
Aren't we meeting the people who were talking to Foxglove? Isn't that what's gonna happen right now?
No, no.
Okay.
That was so the letter said if he forgot the Sahedron ritual to go back to the townhouse where you will meet with our agents. Obviously, he didn't forget how to do the ritual. But what the letter is implying is that you can find leads. You can find more
Right.
leads in his townhouse. Whether those agents are going to show up there, or if they're already there, or if they're not there at all, your characters don't know. You just know, like, if you're gonna pursue this, that the townhouse is your next lead. It might,
Either they're
you
gonna
know,
be there, or they're not, or we're gonna meet them, or we're gonna find some
right?
shit. But
Right.
And
whatever it is, it's in there. So.
with him, in fact, your characters recall. Well, I wouldn't say recall. We'll do a flashback scene real quick where you're talking to the mayor and you've made clear your intentions to go to Magnamar. She actually writes a personal. She gets a scroll. She writes a personal letter. She puts a seal of approval, and she hands it to your group. And she says, "Should you um, should you have need to inspect the townhouse for whatever reason, this letter will be a confirmation personally from me um, to the authorities there that I sanction your investigation. Um,
Shit, we got a warrant.
and that yeah, it's pretty much like a warrant. That I sanction your investigation due to the fact that Aldern Foxglove is dead and he's involved in a serious and most heinous of crime. Like basically, she wrote out like all the should you have should you have any uh she basically, wrote about. Well,
Just give it.
Icarus would know this because she's training as a barrister. Icarus, you could see a lot of law.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
You see a lot of jargon in her writing, basically implying that like if the authorities have a problem with it, they can take it up with her in the courts. But and that she has she has witnesses and the evidence, anything that they need. Basically, your characters are protected from if you go to the townhouse and you need to bust in and look around, you don't have to worry about the law enforcement bugging you.
The legal ramifications. Got it.
Yeah, that is super important because it's not Sandpoint. The motherfuckers here got levels. They not playing, so
Right.
they're not
Probably took this guy
playing.
water G. Mm-hmm.
Niggas here a higher level than us. We can't just be doing whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, we was moving around our dick at standpoint. We can't do that
Right.
here.
Where is Twin Gates? Is that like the
Twin Gates, I thought that's like basically they're at the main entrance. That's the monument of like the main entrance, I believe.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think if we were evil, we could have
Just
taken
go
over
into Twin
Sandpoint.
Gates. Twins Gates.
Yeah. That's
The way
like
they were treating us.
it's a monument that stands at the very at the main entrance for Maglamar.
Oh, there it is. N10. N10 is. Oh, okay, your characters didn't enter through that gate. You actually entered through. Did you? Where's the fucking. Where's the map? Okay, no, you didn't. The western edge of Naos, where you could see like two. It looks like two stands of trees, grove of trees. That's where Twin Gates is at. Your characters didn't enter through there. You entered through from the Lost Coast Road at the top. So you entered through that like the edge of the Alabaster in the Niles district, and then you went down the street into the Niles district. But you can see freaking the Twin Gates because it's got a it's a large, vast fucking monument. It stands the Guardians, a 200-foot tall colossi depicting the young heroes Kalen and Romray Vanderale. So it's basically the the monument over in Dock Way, but it's over in it's a similar monument, but it's those two at fucking 200 feet high.
God, like
And they
what
actually
is this Valley of the Dead?
they
Fucking Naruto?
yeah, because they face each other. They actually face each other with burning staves held high, forming like a giant arch.
That's the twins you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another monument of them, but this one's
On the
located
man, small though.
this one's located at the at like an
Fucking beaming.
an entranceway into the city. If you
He looks
meditate,
that whale and he just says,
if you meditate
"Oh,
there
what?
for 10 minutes below the arch and make an Arcana check of DC 15, you can get a +1 morale bonus on all concentration checks for 24 hours. This bonus increases by +1 for every 10 points that you beat the DC by. So,
Wow."
if Quindamir and
Can you
Icarus
write that down somewhere? I feel
ever
like it's gonna
needed,
get forgotten.
he's like, "Can I write it down? I gave you access to the handouts. You can make your own
Okay,
fucking
all right.
Have me doing extra shit. Take your own notes, players."
All right. Raise the hand out. Fuck.
Yeah, y'all need a note taker. You get to
Well, see, here's the thing about my notes with this game, and it's how I do notes in all of these games. I take notes on things that I feel Rakim would want to remember. If there is shit
Not
that
in
I feel
general.
like he's not interested in, I'm not writing it down. And then, if I remember it out of game, so be it. If not, then
Oh, you know what? Your characters
Rakim don't
actually
remember.
your characters
Right.
actually do
That's fair.
definitely see that monument because you actually have to go to the Grand Arch neighborhood because that is actually where his townhouse is located. It's in the Grand Arch neighborhood. Not far
We had a
from
bustle in public. All right.
not far from Star Silver Plaza. You get here and you finally come to the property. From the looks of
Okay.
it, From the looks of it, that doesn't look like it's seen any activity.
Mm.
The building itself appears 3 stories tall. Boards have been nailed over the windows on the ground floor.
Damn, we lost our chance. Kundamir says, maybe it's for sure.
I mean, we do
I
have these
don't think
keys.
that it would be. I don't think that they would be so careless to make it seem as though there was somebody still home,
The
especially
win-
with this letter sitting around.
the windows are boarded, the door is not. And the door has a lock on it.
Can I go up and
Wasn't
use
the
one of the
other
keys we
house
found?
just
Oh,
in
ho,
such an
ho.
abandoned way as well?
Yes, you can.
All right. Can I go up and try one of these 2 keys?
I wish I had the knock spell. Like knock this shit over. Let me
Well, if I were undead, or if I were doing any type of research or activities involving the undead, creatures that are particularly sensitive to sunlight, I would probably board up the windows too.
Oh, now you are talking my language. Reading between the lines, seeing what is seeing what is hidden
Hmm.
in the future. Can anyone disable this device? No. Can someone open this lock? Pick this lock. If not, I can take a few moments and prepare a shatter spell to blow this door right off the hinges.
Don't we have the
But
key?
I would prefer not to do such a thing.
Nasir
If we
takes
can,
out
That's it. Takes out the keys. It's like, don't we have the keys?
Nasir's holding a silver key ring with the 2 keys. One key has actually it's in the fucking hold up.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
2 keys. One is a large tarnished iron
Yeah.
key with a round opal, and then there's a smaller bronze key that has an unusually long tang, and it ends in
Yeah.
a set of 3 notched blades.
Yeah.
So
I have
Nasir
those.
makes the suggestion of using using those keys that he found and kept.
The
Yeah, I know
the
damn well
only
we don't
su-
need the key. I
the,
got the sword.
the only suggestion I would have is if Quindamere or Icarus could do a quick magical scan to detect for any
I'm
sort of
just
magical traps.
I'm just gonna go. He,
I'm on it.
detect magic.
Mhm.
Oh, nope. Go ahead, Icarus. Do your thing.
I
When
will.
Icarus steps forward, Kundamir, he just recomposes himself.
I keep going to the wrong one. Chapter 2. There we go. Trying to get your tokens. Paste. I know I gotta fix the HP. Have to fix everybody's hit points. What is everybody's hit points?
You can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, because just after we get the door open, I
Well,
gotta
you
get
already know this
my.
shit's
yeah.
Oh,
over.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
You go
I'm
up.
just
My
gonna.
HP is
You,
39.
you go up and you use which key is it? The key does work. I just need to make sure which key is the one that works. I'm assuming it's the one with the
Appreciate it.
opal. I'm assuming it's the opal one.
All right.
Because the other
If
key
it's not,
looks
we'll just change it around later.
the other key looks weird as fuck. Like
Yeah.
it's meant for something else. So
The lion's
um,
head key, right? The
Other
lion's
key
head
looking
key, right?
crazy.
The lion's head key, right?
One key looked
What
normal.
was the other
Uh,
One
key?
key looked.
One was the
yeah,
opal. The other one was like a lion's head
yeah.
key.
The other one was
One key says home.
a
But yeah.
bronze key with an unusually long tang ending in a set of 3 notched blades.
Mm-hmm.
All
One
right,
key
so
says front door on it. It's probably that one.
there's Nasir who opens the door.
Is there a welcome mat that we could check underneath?
right? For a little inconspicuous flower pot,
I want to check the bush
right?
right there on the left.
Or else check the top of the door frame. So. Oh, here it is.
Okay. The door opens, revealing.
Woody ghouls were sitting in the
Oh wait.
They all look
Fucking
up
I
from
am
their
legend
newest
in this
meal.
He
bitch.
said
That
20
room.
ghouls. Actually, hold up. I think is that the front door or the back door? I think I accidentally have him go to the back
It'll
door.
be the first time we rolled up on like 18 ghouls.
That shit
We
was
just
funny when
unleashed a fucking
Oh no, that is the front
Calder
door.
went over to that one building
Right.
by himself.
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Louis lit the
That's what I'm
fucking
getting visions of. Yeah.
yeah. Accidentally. That's no.
Louis
That's
lit the fog of war. There was
that's the
like
back
30
door.
ghouls.
Hold
All
up.
packed in the one building. He
For
kind of
real.
closed the door like, nope.
Nah, too late, bro.
I accidentally had you
Hold
go
on.
Holy
You just
God.
reminded me of that movie.
Carries it
Hold on.
down
Let me send this
here.
to
There you go.
Oops.
That's the one that opens.
Oh,
Lou
shit. They
Lou put
all
us in the dining room by accident.
Pretty right, because
Right.
I'm like, because I'm looking at it like, wait, why would it open up into the dining room? Hold up, I
He
got the
said, "Ha
wrong.
ha!
Teleport.
Oh, it's the fucking dining room."
Mm. So, Lou,
Alright,
did we see
I
anybody that we
mean,
recognized on our
can my
way here or
HP
no?
go up, bro?
this
Can
is
it
this
can
is
it get up
much
to
more
where it's
feng
supposed to
shui.
be? And can I be healed? I mean, damn son,
Mhm.
Oh, did you see anybody that you recognized?
I'm still
Oh
chilling at
damn! Now
level
that you
5 over
mentioned that,
here.
I was supposed to fucking.
Next time.
Yeah, I'll probably do this as a flashback for next time. One of the guards at the gates recognized you two. You guys recognized him also, and I'm gonna have him greet you, and um he's gonna bring up old times. Although part of his old times involved although the way the relationship started actually didn't start off good when you guys were kids. He used to pick on Quinn the Mirror and bully him around.
Shit.
Yeah, that would have been a fun interaction.
I was thinking about it at work today, and I have a whole little backstory with this guard
Quindamere got
and those
bullied.
two. Um,
I believe. What
which
happened?
yeah, remind me next week, and I'll relay what had happened.
That kind of reminds me of like a Flash Thompson, Peter Parker like relationship where he started off as like a shithead bully and then ends up being a good guy later on. Is it kind of like that?
There's a reason he became like. There's a reason like he ended up becoming more friends with your characters.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Stay tuned.
Right.
All right.
So yeah, so you open the door
Windermere
opens,
threw
you
back
look
the cheek.
inside, and those are okay. I'll make sure those are doors. These doors that are into the dining room, they're opened up
Is,
as well.
is
So
it
you
feng
can
shui?
see
It
over
looks
into
feng
the
shui
dining
as
room.
fuck.
I will describe. He said feng shui. I will describe those two rooms and then a third thing, and after the third description, that's where we'll leave it off at.
Knock it out, bro.
So you see the foyer area, and then you see these doors over here. They're actually open, and you can see dining table in the far back of this townhouse. You can see what appears to be yeah. There's a broom and a mop bucket, and you see a chair. It looks like the place. Um, it looks like as if somebody was in here, like trying to fix it up. Like it doesn't look like it's been. There's like no dust or webs or anything like that. Like it's been abandoned. It doesn't look like it's been abandoned for a long time. It looks like it's been recently it's being maintained, was starting to
What
become maintained. And
what does
then
it smell like?
you also smell. It also smells as if something. You can smell in the air as if something is something with spices is cooking. Might be cooking.
What the hell?
As if the place is being inhabited. And then coming, exiting from this door that opens up, and then coming down these stairs, you see two figures that shock the hell out of your characters. The one coming out this door is Aldern Foxglove, and the one coming down the stairs
Excuse me?
is Aisha Foxglove.
What?
And the looks on their faces.
What?
Aisha looks surprised, and she's like coming down. She's holding in her arms what appears to be like folded clothes. And she stops. She's like, "I'm sorry. Who are you? What are you doing in my home?" And then Aldern hears that, and he's like, "It's all right, dear. I know who they are. Welcome. It's been quite a while." And I'll leave it there.
Nigga.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Nigga, now see that
Welcome.
face
It's been
right
quite
now.
a while.
Motherfucker gonna get up from the fucking chair. How dare you?
Right, sit your ass down. We not done.
PTSD, bro. I'm about to just start stabbing.
Sit your
Like,
monkey ass
not
down.
even to ask questions.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all better hold Calvin back, man. He's pulling his sickles out.
I ain't,
This man is literally wearing this
That's
man's face right
crazy.
now.
Fucking excuse
What?
me.
That's a plot twist right there. I ain't even gonna lie, my nigga. That's
God damn.
Yeah.
That is a wild
What I was
twist.
doing, I was like, wait a minute.
that's a plot
Are you-
twist
are
and
you
shout,
kidding me?
bro. Like, damn.
Damn, that's a mic drop if I ever saw one.
Yo, that's a plot spiral.
bro.
I don't know about a fucking twist. That shit is damn. Son.
Plot spiral.
I gotta go to sleep like this. Like,
Yep.
damn.
You gotta go to sleep waiting next Tuesday. Like, I gotta know the
That's
story to
fucked
this
up,
shit.
yo.
What the fuck is going on?
Damn.
Wow.
That's just-
Okay, this is an interesting spot to pick up. Damn.
Bro.
Alright.
That's yo.
Wow.
I'm salty. I'm
Wow.
I'm a little salty
a
too.
little salty. Like, I can't. I gotta wait a week now. Damn.
I mean, you know, we could just go till 4.
I can't.
I respect
He said we
it.
could just go to 4.
That's crazy.
You know,
I'll
why
be
not?
thinking
Why
about
not?
this all day at
Yeah.
work tomorrow.
Wait,
Alright.
not everybody
wonder if she'll,
works in the afternoon like me? Like what?
Oh my
Right.
god! Why do that? I hate
What
when
the
he does
fuck is that?
I was
Just
trying
pulled
to.
the whole
I
Matrix
was,
code.
I was trying to pull up a I was trying to post the pic because they have a pic
Jesus
of it.
Christ.
There's a pic of
Yeah,
Aisha.
okay.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll be thinking about this all day at work tomorrow. How the fuck?
Oh, there we go. All right, there. That's what Aisha Foxglove looks like in her
Wow.
full glory and not in her revenant state.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's a revenant state.
That's
You're gonna have to post that
That's
someplace for
nuts.
me because I cannot look at the photos. I got kicked out of fucking Roll20.
undead.
Roll20 keeps
undead
kicking you out. I was
Ike and
wondering. I'm like,
Turner.
Yeah, I'm getting kicked out of Roll20.
Undead
was-
Ike and
I'm
Tina
like
Turner just
hotspotting
all of
from
a
my
sudden
phone, that's
pop
why.
up.
oh, that's why. Oh, you're still on your
Fully
way back.
That's crazy, son.
Nah, I'm home, but there's no internet for some reason. So instead of me
Oh,
trying to
okay.
work
Oh,
it out with my
right.
fam, I just bought a hotspot real quick on my AT&T, and just, but it's not stable for some reason. So
Yeah, there they are. There's the husband and wife there. Looks like they're trying to it looks like they're trying to clean the place up, and they're like I said, you could smell as if something was cooking, and
That's crazy.
you could see a couple. Yeah, in fact, you could see some silverware like a couple for like 2 people. Not 2 people, but 4. You see like a setup for
For the
4
whole family.
at the dining table.
Yo, undead
yeah,
Ike
put it in
Turner
WhatsApp for me. Dang.
pull up in like nuptial
what's that?
fucking paradise all of a sudden. That's crazy.
He said nuptial.
I'm like ready for, you know, ransack the house for clues, and we got this shit.
All right.
I thought squatters at best. We just got some people that try to just get some free fucking lodging, but no.
Right.
Damn.
He said nuptials.
I'm gonna
Alright,
go ahead and give
anyway,
you a round of applause,
so-
nigga. You gonna get it, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers, bro.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
He's not like
That was
giving your
good.
flowers.
bro.
I was like, this
Yeah,
is
Damn.
the
that
spot.
was good.
All right.
There's your
was a
bouquet,
good
man.
spot.
There's your bouquet. I'll give you your flowers. Okay, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's a dope ass story right here. This should have got me invested.
Mm,
I'm invested.
All right,
okay.
guys.
Yeah.
This is
Have
the
a good night.
good night, brother.
Alright,
Good night, bro.
till
See
next
y'all.
week. You have a good night.
Till
Yeah.
next week.
Scooby Doo.
Magnamar and showing up like this. Okay.